with her. I got it all. And then she asked if she could be my picker. So I have a new picker named Isis, and I'm very excited because she knows what I like. So yay. Hey everybody, how you doing? While I'm just trying to catch my breath and make sure I have everything, let's run a giveaway. Okay, we have a mod. I didn't know you were here. Let's see. And yay, we have a mod. All right, let's go fix this little thing up that I did here wrong. And there we go. That'll be so helpful. Thank you for being here. Let's run a giveaway. I've got 10 of them today, and we will start right there. All right, we're running a giveaway already. So get into the giveaway. The giveaways are pretty good. They're sterling silver. When I saw one of my pickers down in San Diego, I bought a big bag of just little sterling things. I paid like $400 for this bag. So I've been pulling stuff out of there. I think it equaled like $6 or $8 a piece. So you're getting a good thing. So all right. So I'm going to start with some little things while everybody's getting on here. Tonight is more, it's everything sterling, less Native American normal because it's not a Native American show, but there are a few pieces that are Native American that are early. I've got lots of gems. I did get 2 silver pearl necklaces. They are not Navajo. They are early Tosco. They are not Chinese. They are not new. Both of them have low Tosco numbers. So when I get to that, I'll explain to you what all of that means. So I'm going to start doing some inexpensive things, some dollar starts, get the ball rolling here. And yeah, so let's see, what can we start with? I tested all of these things. Let's start with this one is the one, this is the one mystery piece. So we'll start with this. And it's marked on the back. It says Anna Loft Sterling. I think that's what it says. I do believe this is Native American. I don't know what the stone is, but isn't that cute? This is the size. We're going to start this at $1. And I'm in the giveaways. We don't want to be there. All right. We're going to start this at $1. We have to put that at 15 seconds. And we're starting. So Native American mystery stone. Here's your marks on the back. See right here? We don't know what that stone is, but it's really cute. Pretty good size too. So we don't know. We'll find out what the stone is. I don't know. Mystery stone, but it's a good green color. It could be a really good piece of rare green petrified wood. Could be because I've got the petrified forest there. But this is our all right. We have our first auction of the day. Congratulations. And I do not have my stuff sitting here the way I should. I was just running around all day. I was up so early. I was shopping by 6 o'clock. And being the early bird, it wasn't even light out yet. I'm shopping in the dark this morning, but it was worth it. I just can't believe I got all the stuff. It was still there waiting for me. Okay. And we've got this one going. All right. Another little dollar star. Let's see what we've got here. Okay. This has got a lot of sparkle. Oh, really? There's a raid? I didn't see that. Thank you so much. Thank you for the raid. We've got a giveaway going. So if you just came in on the raid, pop into the giveaway. You'll get some free sterling silver jewelry. All right, so this is CZ and sterling silver. Cute little blingy cross. We're going to start that at $1. There we go. And here's the back. It's marked 925. Just a cute little blingy cross. It's got a lot of sparkle for your buck. And there we go. There, now we've got it in focus. So yeah, that's a nice little thing. You could actually put that on a charm bracelet too. I'm really not getting that to focus well. There we go. And there's a side view. So it's a pretty good little piece of silver there. All right, I think we have got a winner. Thank you. Just getting warmed up here. Right, I'm gonna try to get faster at writing these, but I can't make mistakes. So I have enough stuff to do another turquoise show, but I probably won't do it until next week. I'm not sure because I want to get through all this stuff. I'm also, please bookmark all of my shows. I have a show the day after Christmas and one on the 30th. Both of those are going to be website purges. I need to get as much stuff off my website as possible so I don't have to pay taxes on those things. All right, here's a cool thing for, I'm going to start with $1. Looks like it's a little horse charm for a charm bracelet on original card. So we'll start that at $1. Dollar deal starting up here. Little horsey. I love my horsey stuff. Nobody wants a horsey charm. Oh, somebody does. Yay. Love the horses. It's got a nice big, I know, Lola. We have a giveaway winner, Little Shopper 9. Congratulations. I think you won before last time, I remember. Congratulations. All right. That was a good get. Right. I'm a marker. I just got a sticker stick on me. Boutique. I remember you. So when I start getting into the bigger stuff after we do some of these dollar things, um, everything's going to start at what I paid, and if anything doesn't sell, it's going to go onto my website and it's going to be more there. I figure if, some of these things will go over, it'll average out, but if I have to photograph it and write a listing for it and advertise it, then it's going to go to retail on my website. So if you really, really like something, and you end up not getting it, it doesn't sell, screenshot it while you're looking at it. And then if you think about it later, send me a message and say, hey, will you run this at your next show? And I'll pull it from my website and run it again, but it may not be as low as it is tonight. So tonight is like the lowest you're going to see. All right. So here's the next one. Little cowboy boot, sterling silver on original card. Start that at $1. All right. Isn't that cute? Definitely great for the line dancing girls, huh? You can see it with my hand, the size of it. And it is it says tarnish free, so that means it probably has a rhodium plating on it to keep it from tarnishing. All right, congratulations. And I think you got the last one. So I think I'm gonna pop it in there with, but you didn't. I'm just gonna put it in here. I have to keep things in order, or this is just not gonna be good when I go to ship. I'm gonna go 3 or 4 hours tonight, and then I'm going to hop off and start shipping so everything can go out on Monday. And we are out of candy bracelets. I have candy necklaces coming, so everybody gets a candy necklace. A little surprise. And now it's not a surprise because I told you, but you get a little prize with your order and some Christmas stickers. I think I have enough left for this show, and then I'll be out of Christmas stickers. So, all right, let's go do a couple more $1 things, and then I'll move on to some higher stuff. Okay, this one, this is a lot of booze for $1. Oops, I almost dropped it. I almost dropped it again. My hands are really bad from driving a lot. Look at that. That's CZ, but that's pretty nice piece. It's got some tarnish. It looks like it's got gold over the sterling. So we'll start that at $1. And there's the size of it. So that's got some bling for your buck. Wish I could hold it a little bit better without dropping it. So there we go. Here's the side view. There's the back view. Very blingy piece. Congratulations. That was a good get. It's fun doing these little guys. Just getting warmed up. RD Maddox number 5. So I'm going to do like 10 of these and then we'll go on to the other stuff. All right. What else should I run? Let's see. Anybody want an Ankh? I have an Ankh cross if you're into Egyptian revival. Okay. Here's the size. Sterling silver. Okay. And we'll start that at $1. Little Ankh. I just heard Amazon on my front porch bringing me the candy necklaces. So yay, they're going to be here in time. There's your mark right there. So that's a pretty good size. Get my face out of here so you can see it better. All right. Congratulations. Did we have a second raid or is that the same one? And I'm not, my thing's not going. I think it's not going. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Oh, what is a raid? That's when a show ends and they take everybody and drop them into another show. So when we get finished, I will raid somebody else and drop you guys into somebody else's show, and we can all say hi to them and learn about new people that are selling on here. It's pretty fun. Some people like will just get on here and shop for hours and hours and go from raid to raid and just find out who's here and who's selling. So, all right, couple more little guys, and then we're gonna go. I think this is we're gonna go on to the higher stuff. This is, I believe this is oh, I forgot what it's called. Silpata. So a little necklace. I think it's got the little thing right there, the little spiral deal that they have. All right, so this is just a little necklace. Looks like the chain is 16, and we'll start that at $1. So cute little, this is the size of it right there. So let's see. Oh, okay. So somebody's requesting that we follow Krista Dell for the raid. Thank you so much. Please do follow beaded stretchy bracelets. I don't think so. All right, congratulations. I'm glad you're here, Taurus. Okay. Three more $1 starts, and then we'll get into the other stuff. And I'll just kind of go back and forth with prices. Let's see. This is cute. This is probably, all right, this is a ring and it's a size 6 3/4, but even a little bit looser than that. Sterling silver, and that's enamel. Cute little heart ring. Start that at $1. Let's see. Unboxing. This is, I'm not really doing requests. I've got boy, yeah, I'm not, my comments are not moving. So that's the problem. I'm gonna have to manually move them up. If you want to give me requests, that's great. Thank you. But I'm not gonna dig through all my stuff to try to find things. There's a lot, everything's piled up here. I probably have 2 shows worth of stuff here. So I don't want to go digging through and making a big mess. If I had everything all organized, but I've been sourcing so much that I'm just like pulling things and putting them up. All right, so we've got 2 more $1 starts, and then we're gonna go and do some little more high-end stuff. Okay, here is, this should be way more than that. I bought some of these this week and I had to pay like $25 a piece for them. So let's measure this one. But since I don't know where I got this or what I paid for it, we're starting it at $1. This is just barely 8 inches. I wouldn't put it on an 8 inch wrist. I would go 7.5. All right. This is a nice little sterling silver chain bracelet. Okay, so I'm going to have to keep manually. Yeah, I'm having to manually scroll. We have rings. Yes, I have rings. Yeah, I don't know why this is not scrolling. It usually goes by itself. All right. Thank you very much. That was a good deal at $3. So I'm going to have to scroll while I'm doing this, and that is going to be hard to remember to do, but bear with me. Number 9. Okay, last $1 for now. Let's see, what shall we pick? This is a cute little ring. All right, and oops, little spiral ring. There's the side. Let's see what size it is. It feels like it's about a 5. Yep, it's a 5. All right, so little $5 sterling silver ring. Their last $1 start for a while, but very cute. Cute to wear up here too. Nobody likes the spiral ring. If we don't like, oh, we do. All right. All right, here's the back. Probably from the 80s. Very handmade looking. It looks like something that came from the 80s. I was alive then, buying stuff. And we're almost at, oh, we had another bid come in. All right, I'm going to see if I can scroll while we're doing this. Yeah, thank you for reminding me to scroll because it is like it's going. Thank you so much. And thank you for your first purchase. Let's celebrate by having another giveaway. Let's celebrate the first purchase. All right, there goes our next giveaway for a piece of sterling silver, my choice. Pretty good stuff. I paid at least $6 for those pieces. And all right, oh, 3 and number 10. All right, well, let's go on to some higher stuff. All right, I have everything somewhat organized here. Okay, that's $65 start. These are 15. So I don't have any $5 or $10 because when I went to see my picker, he didn't have any $5 or $10 items. It was crazy. Silver's gone up so much that the prices are not what we're wanting them to be. But all right, this ring is a 9 1/4. Right. This is amber, nice condition. And this is going to be started at, we're on the giveaways again, starting this at 15. And I'm starting them as low as I possibly can. This is a really nice treatment here. All right. Really cute. Stone's got some nice little fire to it too. Pretty, huh? So amber ring. I have a little bit of turquoise tonight, but it's not a turquoise show. So I will be presenting some. I'll have a turquoise show next week. All right, congratulations. Um, but I have to put it all together. I just bought a whole bunch of it today and haven't even gone through it and looked at it. I want to make sure everything's in good shape and I don't want to just pull that out and not know what I'm doing. So, but yeah, I got a lot more stuff from the gal that I got the new old store stock. Um, Great little earrings. I got some little, like a little baby bracelet from her. Yeah, some really neat stuff. So I'm pretty excited. I was walking out of there really happy today. Also, my friend Rachel and I are going to do probably right after the first of the year because it's going to take us a while to get it together. But we are going to do a Victorian show together because I've got enough Victorian to do a show and she's got a lot. So we'll do a thing where I'll start and then I'll read into her and it'll be just like a Victorian day. So that we have to look forward to. And then also in January, we're going to do a parts and beads and broken things and call outs and a bunch of stuff that's not very expensive. So yeah, so we've got some good things planned. Okay, this is Southwestern, but I'm not going to say it's Native American. It could be made in Mexico. Let me look. Looks and feels Mexican. Yep, there it is. All right, so it's AC 98925. This was done with a file. This is a form of calar, which means to cut away. Here's your mark. Here's the size. This one starts at 15, which is what I paid. It's got a nice little round back, super cute. So I'll show you the mark again. There's your mark right there. Be sure to get into the giveaway. It will definitely be sterling silver that you will get, a little prize. If you end up buying things, I'll try to make it match the kind of things that you buy. All right, congratulations. If you win a giveaway first, you get a discount on shipping because I have to pay the shipping on that. So the first couple things you buy will ride for free. So keep that in mind too, that winning a giveaway is kind of cool for your shipping. Okay. So get in that giveaway. All right, let's keep going. I'm going to go with $15 items for a little while. Oh, here's another. Well, that's cute. I believe this is Czechoslovakian or Polish. It looks like Polish marks, and this is a size. This probably came from the same estate. Nah, it's a 6.5. Okay, so here's another amber ring. Really nice. You can see the inclusions and the marks on the back here. They're Polish marks. Isn't that pretty? What did I say? A 6.5. Now it looks like my feed's moving or my comments are moving. So that's good, but I'm going to keep an eye on that. 6.5. So we will start this at 15 and we are running. See how pretty that one is? Amber can get really fiery looking in the right light. Super pretty. A little bit more simple. It's got the comfort fit band back here, brace back there, which I really like. Keeps it real stable on your finger. That was a good buy. You got it at my cost. Oh, we have a winner. Kimchi Moonbeam. Blah, blah, that was hard for me to say. Congratulations. Now you've got some shipping credit there if you decide to purchase something. All right. So I have got, I'm looking more. Oh, okay. Here's a little piece of turquoise. It's a baby ring. Let me see if it is marked on the inside. It is marked sterling, but it doesn't have a maker's mark. It does have a rhodium plating on it. This ring is like a size 1/2. This is absolutely a baby ring. Is that the cutest thing? Tiny. It won't even fit on the mandrel. This starts at 15. So it's marked sterling across the back, and you can see that the rhodium or whatever they used back in those days is starting to wear a little bit, and there's sterling underneath it. But super cute little baby ring. That's a pretty good size stone, too. All right. Thank you very much. See, now you got some free shipping going in there. That was a deal. Thank you. And I appreciate your, oh, let's do another, since that was your first purchase, let's do another giveaway. Let's see. All right, there we go. We're celebrating first purchase. Woohoo. Square bangle. Yeah, I do have that here. I will run that next. Let's see. I've got to write this down. G Moonbeam. Number 4. All right. All right. The square one. Let me find him. The pile here is like crazy. So I have to kind of dig and find it. It's definitely here. There it is. I paid really, I paid for this piece. So this is it. A little spot of tarnish. All right. There's how thick it is. It sounds like it's hollow, but it's got a thick wall. It's hallmarked on the inside. There's your hallmarks. I will tell you what it says. Mexico. All right. This is a Tosco piece. And it's TO 34. And of course it says 925. So if you haven't heard me talk about these Tosco marks, these started in 1981, I think. And the T stands for Tosco. The O would be the first letter of the last name of the artist. And then the number is their assay number. This is a low number, 34. So it's one of the first people to get one. So you know that this was made in the early 80s. Okay. So I'm going to start this at what I paid, and I've got to go to a different thing because I paid for it, but I wanted it. And I would love to have it in my ads. Oh, I have to change the price on this. It's too much. All right, let me do this. Bear with me. I'm going to edit this. I could have sworn I had them at this price. Ah, okay. We're scrolling down. All right. Save changes. And go back here so that we don't get stuck on a different one. And now I've got to find it again. All right, here we go. I'm starting it at 100 because that's what I paid for it. Oh, and I did 30 seconds. I'm very sorry. So if you don't love this, it will go on my website. This is a great piece for photography and ads and such. it will be higher than $100 on my website. Oh, size. Yes, size. Thank you. Duh. This is a 7 3/4. Okay. And let me, all right, it will be on my website. If you want me to bring it back to whatnot, let me know. Yeah, 2.5 diameter. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. All right, we're gonna go back to these little guys. All right, this is a cool thing. This is really beat up though. I think I'm gonna wait on that one. I don't like that. All right, let's see. This is really cute. This is another 15. This is the filigree butterfly pin with enamel. Very cute. And I'm gonna go back to what I paid on that one, which is 15. I'm still getting used to these new prices because it's 30 seconds. We don't want it on that. 15. And we will start this at 15. So yeah, a little 3D butterfly pin. This is probably from the 50s or 60s. Super cute. But yeah, with these with silver being so high now, oh my gosh. It was different today buying because like things were a lot more expensive than they have been. So I love the turquoise and the blue together. That is just such a nice mix. I have rings mixed in here. I don't know what size. Thank you. I'm just pulling from a ton of stuff that I have. I did not have time to organize and make a pretty display and all that because I was out buying more stuff. I want to get it as fast as possible before the prices go really high. Because some of the people are not raising their prices if they had it before the prices went up, but I'm already seeing prices go through the roof because it hit like 57 at one point. I think it ended at 54 or something. And for a long time, we were at like 23, 24, 25. Let me see if I can find a ring. I've got a really cool ring that is very expensive, but let's see. I don't think this is a 9. This is probably like a 6 or a 7. This is a 6.5, but it's really cute. And it's got a pearl. This is a mid-century modern. Oh, we're about ready to have a winner again. Enter real quick. You've got 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. All right, let's see who wins. All right. All right, Stone Girl, congratulations. Now, if you buy something today, you will have free shipping until it gets to the point where they feel like it's too heavy and then they have to add $1 or something because I'm paying for the shipping to ship that to you. So it's like getting a big discount. All right, this I have to start at $20 because that's what I paid. All right, size 6.5, mid-century modern. This is a pearl, freshwater pearl, very modern looking. And this is what it looks like on wide band. Oh, I'm glad you like your package. Did you get your little? Nobody wanted that. It's going on the website. Did you get your little candy bracelet and everything? So fun. I want it to feel like you're getting a gift. So, all right, let's see what else we've got. There's a big pair of earrings. Let me see what they are marked down here. 925 ND, and I can't remember who that is. That was like a jewelry TV thing or something. Ah, I'm so glad. All right, so these are big, nice, big, heavy. They're marked right here. Welcome everybody. All right, we have to start these at 35. There we go, which is what I paid. This is the size, so they're a nice, good size of earring. And those are going to the website. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull a piece of turquoise. If you guys are not liking the bougie stuff, I don't know what I need to do, if I need to go back down, but I'm going to pull this so you guys can see this. Has a nice hallmark. All right. This is sort of like a take on the fish scales, but it's a spider web. Isn't that cute? This is Zuni. It is hallmarked. All right. And the chain is marked sterling. And let's see how long it is. It's looks like it's almost 17 inches long. So it's an in between size. Okay. I'm going to start this at 50. No, yeah, 50. We'll start that at 50. And there we go. It's one of the few pieces of turquoise I have tonight. Super nice. And there's the back. Well, hello there. I'm glad you guys are here. Searching and searching and searching for the good turquoise. I will not cave in and buy the stuff from China. All right, Poof Bell, congratulations. Or Poof Pell. Yeah, it would be so easy for me just to order it from China and have all the same stuff that everybody else has, but that's just not my thing. I want the real stuff. I want the vintage stuff. And if I can't do turquoise every time, that's okay. Because I feel so bad what's happening to the Native Americans with all the China stuff coming in. It's just a bummer. All right, this is another piece that is Native American, I do believe, but I want to read on the inside to be sure because it could be from Mexico. And this has got a really hard, I'm thinking I'm seeing a Mexican mark in here. Oh my goodness, I can't see with my big thing. Let me see if I put it up here if I can see it. See, that looks like an eagle stamp. It's very well marked in there. All right, there we go. Sterling. All right, I see an eagle stamp. So this, I can't see what the eagle stamp says, but this is very, very Native American looking, made in Mexico. It's a big size. This is a size 9.5, 9 3/4. Okay. And this one is going to start at 65. And there, oops, there we go. Isn't that pretty? This is an agate, a landscape agate, meant to look like a landscape. So there we go. All right. That's going on the website. If you think about it, that's where it'll be. All right, let's go back down to the 15s and the 20s. All right, this is also Native American. This is a tufa stone cast ring with coral. So this was cast flat. I love how they got the little heart in there. And then they joined it at the back, hammered it into a circle, joined it at the back. This is a size 6 3/4. This is what it looks like on. And let's see, I can start this at $20. Okay, this is Navajo. You can see it's got a little bit of a wavy bezel going on because it was cast. All right, and then you look on the inside, you can see all the casting marks. Kind of a primitive thing. So I haven't even looked this over very well. I haven't had it for very long, but it's got this little notch right here you can see where it kind of buckled when they put the stone in there. If you want this coral to shine, you could put olive oil on it and that will make it shine. But I kind of leave it in the original patina because it's kind of proof of age. And we want to prove our age, especially with all the stuff that's brand new out there. So, yeah. So I don't find these tufa stone cast rings as often as the other kind. Thank you, Deborah. Um, I'll get kind of happy when I find them. Okay. Two papers and we would want to do that. All right, let's see what else I've got down here. This is kind of a funny little thing. I remember looking it up. Monaco Designs, pin, mid-century modern, cup of coffee, metallis with copper and sterling silver. I like the little steam coming up here. So there's the back. There's your markings. It's got some patina. Nice long pin, locking clasp, cup of coffee pin. And we're going to start this at 20. There we go. Very, very stylized, very mid-century modern. I didn't even polish it, so it's just got its original patina. Nobody wants a cup of coffee? Oh, we do. Road trip is having some coffee. God, coffee sounds really good right now. Been going like crazy all day. All right. Thank you. Road trip. Wait for that. All right. Digging in here to see what else I've got. Little earrings. Okay, here's some $15 starters. Hoop earrings with a cutout design. All right. There's the back. So you're going to wear them like this. And we start these at 15. And there we go. Cute little hoops. Kind of lacy. Pretty lacy hoops. And there's the back again. Okay, going on the website. Pop those over there. This is made in Mexico. It says Mexico 925, and I can't read the other part. So this is the takeoff on the Native American shiprock mosaic. This is turquoise mosaic, little roadrunner, and he starts at 15 as well. So there we go. And that's the size of it, your little roadrunner pin. Pretty good deal. And you can see right here, see this zigzaggy kind of engraving? That's rocker engraving. And that is like one of the first engravings that was ever done, the first method. It's a very early style. Congratulations, road trip. So yeah, I always look for the rocker engraving. A lot of Mexican jewelry will have it, and it's such an old style of engraving. Okay, there we go. Let's see what else we've got in here. Okay, this is just a little pinky ring from Mexico, size 5. Let me see if it's got a mark. Nope, I don't see a mark at all, but I know it's sterling silver. All right, cute little pinky ring with, oops, let me get my face out of here. Inlay, really nice abalone. And I will start that one at $5. Size 5. There's your side view. So nice inlay. There's the inlay on this side. Look at that color. Really nice. And this is what it looks like on. Oh, there we go. There we go. Side view again. There's that view. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you're here. Okay, here's something that's really fun. I have some beadwork, Native American. So I think this is a hat band and it's got leather ties at the end. So let me back up. So I think it could be a headband too. Um, so this is really cool. I'll show you all the little beadwork I got. This is the first piece. Would be great on a hat. Nice colors. I'm going to start this at $10. And that's a killer deal for this. So hat band, headband. The leather's really clean and soft. I don't think it was ever used. Nice and wide. Be great on my hat. The beads have a nice transparency too. I'm seeing the light, but I don't think you can see what I'm seeing. But yeah, this is super nice. All handmade. This is all hand done. Looks like the stitching was done by hand too. You can see that. See? No machine work done here, all by hand. Super cool. So see, I even pick up cool stuff like this when I see it because I think it's awesome. I wouldn't want to try to make this. That would take forever. I'm sure they have looms or something or whatever, but I couldn't make that. So, all right, congratulations. I'm glad you're here too. Okay, mess. All right, I'm going to show you some more beadwork as I sit in here. This, I'm not going to say this is Native American. I don't, the next one is, but this is a piece of beadwork, a necklace. I don't, this is not something I normally see on Native American stuff. And this is not sterling, but I'll start this really low at $5. Pretty nice long piece. The rainbow colors are gorgeous. So see how it lays when it's on? Isn't that pretty? So it kind of cascades the different lengths or tiers it, I guess is the word I want to say. So yeah, colors are really pretty. Definitely looks Native American, but I just don't know for sure. So I'm not going to say it is. So I've got the little cascading or the tiering here. Graduated in length, however you want to say that, but really pretty. They're all glass seed beads, no plastic here. Isn't that pretty? And there's your back. It is adjustable, so I'm glad that it's got that little chain that you can make it a bit adjustable in length. Okay, I'm gonna go back out like this again to show you the way it looks in the front, the way it drapes real pretty. So really pretty. I am just like not my brain is just not wanting to tell me how to do this correctly. All right, congratulations, MS. I don't have a box that'll fit in, so you know you're going to get one of my cool little wooden boxes or baskets or whatever it is I find for big necklaces. And let's see, number 2. All right, here's the next piece of beadwork, and I think it's the last one. This one is Native American. This one is very nice. Make sure there's no earrings hanging on it. All right, so this one is super nice. So you will see. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? You've got your beads in here. You've got sterling silver cones and beads, and then a barrel clasp, which was probably replaced. It's a good size. I'm going to start this low as well. I'm going to start this at $10, even though it's got a lot of sterling and stuff. Super, super nice piece. There's your cones again. I'm going to try to get back here so you can really see it. Very, very nice. These, I love this. Very cool. It looks like those are shell. Oh, it looks like it's little spiny oyster chunks, but some kind of shell. But super nice. A little bit of turquoise color in there. I like all that red. So there's our beadwork. So I'm glad you guys like beadwork because I don't like to pass it up. I think I've got a couple of really old ones over there. All right, Deborah, congratulations. I'll have to dig in there and see in my cabinet because I could swear I have a couple of really old, almost tattered ones that have some really good age. Be more of a collector piece. All right. Number 2. Okay. Now my chair is way too far back. I'm gonna scoot my chair up. Come on, chair. All right, here is a ring. It is a size 5.5. This is Dragon's Breath. I don't know if I can get it close enough to show you. It has scratches. It's not perfect. Every once in a while, I'll find a perfect one. This is not the perfect one. But if I was in the sun, you could see all the blue in there. And it's definitely got some good age. What, 5.5? Thank you so much for putting the size on there because I already forgot what it was. So, okay, now you can see all the scratching and stuff right there in the light, but you can still see. So it's a damaged one. I'm going to start it at $5, but Dragon's Breath it is. So you can still see all the color, all the fire. I wasn't going to leave this behind and let it get torn apart and melted. Some of these things have got a little reprieve as far as melting because I heard that across the country the melters are so busy melting gold they won't take silver right now. So I'm like, good. All right, congratulations. So yeah, so maybe that'll give us a chance to buy more and save more is what I think. I've never tried to polish glass. Um, I don't know. I really don't know. But it would really be interesting to try because I think Dragon's Breath is a through and through color. So I don't think you would ruin anything that it does if you were able to polish it. You could try it with a Dremel tool. I have one of those and get a polishing and use some jeweler's rouge and see what happens. But you'd have to actually go into the glass because it's glass. Okay, here's a little pendant pin. This is lapis. You can see all the good little specks of pyrite. All right, so here's your pin, and there's your bail. Let's see on this. Does it say something on the side there? No. Let's see what it says before I. It has a very, very faint part of a 9 and part of a 2 for 925. There's your size, 4-leaf clover in lapis, and we will start that at $10. And we're running. Isn't that cute? And I like how they're little hearts. Welcome, everybody. We'll run another giveaway as soon as we finish this little auction here. All right, that didn't take long, did it? Congratulations. Let me write this down and we'll run a givey. Okay, let's run a givey. All right. And this will be for a piece of sterling silver vintage jewelry, my choice. I bought a big bag of jewelry. I paid $400 for this little bag, and it's got all kinds of little things in it. And that's what I got for the giveaway. So I don't even know what's in there. I just grab out stuff. If you've purchased stuff, I'll try to help it make it match some of the things that you have purchased. So, and if you haven't purchased anything yet and you win the giveaway, then you get free shipping because I have to pay for the shipping on that. So if you find something that you want to add to it, there you go. You get free shipping. All right. I'm looking to see if this is marked. This is a little bangle. I don't see a mark on this. It looks like sterling, smells like sterling. We're going with sterling. This is a size 8.25, so it's a nice big one. So it's a wavy bangle. All right, we're going to start this at, I'll start that at 10. Little bangle, wavy little bangle. Not marked. I don't know if you guys like smell your silver, but sterling silver has a smell to it. All right, congratulations. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Oh, here's some cute earrings. Let me find the other one. It's got to be in here. There's so much stuff in here. It is. Okay. So these are hammered. I don't think they're Native American. They could be, but I'm not going to say they are because they're not marked and the style's a little different. They're kind of a concho, but not really. So there you can see all the hammer marks. It's definitely a Southwestern style, but I'm not going to claim that they were made by Native Americans. They've got the nice Hogan bead here, but we're just going to call them Southwest. And we're going to start these at 15 and running. Here's the size. So they're a good size. Definitely got the concho and the Southwestern style going on here. I love the way the hammering makes it sparkle. So yeah, it shimmers in the light. You could polish them up a little bit more and get more sparkle out of them or more shimmer, but super cute. Welcome everybody. Hello. We are starting fresh finds at my cost. They're fresh from the picker, fresh from the wild. All right, congratulations. Okay, got that in there. All right, this is a Sagen piece, and the stones are real. I tested all of them. This is amethyst, prasiolite, and a druzy. So, and there's your Sagen mark. Here's the size, right? What do I have to try? I have to start this at 25, which is what I paid, and we are running for a Sagen. Really pretty. Oh, get my face out of here. And here's your side view. So there's your tube bail. All right. Thank you. Congratulations. Do you guys like my ring? Can anybody guess what that stone is? It's an extremely rare stone. Nope. Thank you. It's not a ruby. Looks like it though, doesn't it? You will never see another one like that. These are so rare. The flexible bangle bracelet in the picture. I don't know what that would be. There was, oh, we have a winner coming up. Let's see who won. All right, congratulations. I can't even say that. Empress Nancy. Is this the one? Nancy. I can't talk. Thank you. So just know that if you decide to buy something, I'm paying the shipping for probably the first couple of ounces. Was that the one you were asking about? Yes, it's red beryl. This is a red emerald. You won. You got it right. So these are so rare. They're only found in Utah. And this is a really big one. I found this years ago when I was outsourcing. The person thought it was a ruby, sold it to me as a ruby, and I'm like, there's something different about that. So we went through a lot. It's definitely red beryl. It is a red emerald. So extremely rare. So yeah, just thought I'd share that. I was wearing red today. All right, let's go into these little $15 guys. Oh, I found something. All right, here is a Zuni. Oh, this isn't even a shiprock. Okay, here's a Zuni butterfly watch band. All right, everything's inlay here. All right, get my face out of there. Look at that. So you've got your jet, your turquoise, mother of pearl, and coral, little butterflies. Isn't that cute? The tube hinge. Oh, look at that. You got a little smash thing. So you're gonna have to stick a little ice pick in there or something and straighten that out. All right, we're gonna start this at 15. I paid 20, but what the heck? Let's have some fun. All right, start this at 15. All right. The band is I'm looking to see if it's Spadell. It is Oh, it's got a name. Let's see what it says. Nope, just says USA, but that's stainless. So the only part that is sterling are these little things, the little the little butterflies, but super cute. All right. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Number 8. Oh, on to the next. Some little button earrings. Just cute little button earrings. They are pierced. There's the back. Let's see what these say. Robert Lee Morris. So these are RLM, Robert Lee Morris. All right. And we're going to start these at 15. Robert Lee Morris, sterling silver earrings. Really cute. Is he still making jewelry? I don't know that much about him. Nobody wants the Robert Lee Morris. Okay, they're going to be to go on the website. All right. I'm digging through this stuff to find some good things. All right, we're gonna test this. Oh, I did test this, but I'm gonna double check. Warming up the gem tester to make sure that this is what I remember it being. Bear with me, okay? Yeah, this is. Are you gonna go or not? Oh, there we go. All right. So this is an amethyst ring. I just tested it again to be sure. All right. It's got nice 1980s style to it with the brushed design. Good size stone. And it is a size 6. I did not check the carat weight of this thing. And I don't see any marks, but it is sterling. All right. And what did we can start this at, start that at 15. Size 6, nice big amethyst stone. I just tested it. Super cute, nice big strong prongs. So this is 2 carats here. So that looks like it's about 3, right? Maybe 2.5 or 3. But yeah, that's a good size amethyst with some good sparkle. Look at that. Nice. But I love this 1980s look here. 1970s, 1980s when they were texturing everything. Nice strong prongs too, just like this ring. And this is that same era. Not losing a stone with those prongs. Pretty, pretty sparkle. I think it may have found a home. Vintage gold locket necklace. I have 2 little lockets sitting here that are gold filled that I can run. They don't have a chain. I don't know what I've got in stock. Um, I'm putting together a Victorian show and I may have something like that, but for tonight I have 2 little guys sitting here, so I will run those next so you can see. Okay. Amethyst. Going home to mama. All right, so I've got these 2 gold-filled little guys. And I'm not even gonna try to open them because my hands can't do it. Oh, this one is opened, okay. All right, so here's the first one. All right, there's the inside. Looks like it might have the little things, but not the. All right, so this little guy. All right, and then I have this little one that's even tinier. All right, so I'll start them at $5 each. They're gold filled. All right, so I'll do the big one first. We'll start that at, I know they're so tiny. I can see that being like a granddaughter necklace. All right, starting at $5. This little one here. Very sweet, tiny little thing. I like the satin finish on it too. So very, very cute. Getting ace hooked. What does that mean? I'm so confused. Do tell. What does that mean? And this little heart got a new mama. Oh, okay. It is really addictive. I love it. I got it this morning at 4 so I could go picking, and I had it on there, and there was a lady and she was out at a flea market somewhere, and she was going up to people's tables and like selling stuff off their tables and then like paying them for it. I'm like, "Oh my god, you're so brave." And it was a hoot. So yeah, it's like everybody's so creative. All right, we're gonna do the little itty bitty one. I just set it down. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. All right, little itty bitty. I'll start this at $1 just for fun. Gold filled and running. I'm not gonna try to open it because I won't be able to. It's so fun. Oh, are they really? Yeah, I want to get back out to Arizona. Tiny, tiny little thing. Cutest little thing. Little heart, all engraved on one side. Got the satin back. They probably it's gold filled. I probably came from the same estate as the other one. All right. I think you won the last one, didn't you? Yes. I'm gonna put number 11 on there too, and they can just be together. I'm glad they're staying together. Okay. Let's see what else we've got in here. Does this have, I want to make sure this doesn't have any call outs. I don't usually buy a lot of, oh, this is cute. I didn't know I had this. All right. Where is, oh, here it is. I want to make sure we're not missing any stones here. Marcasite is famous for that. Okay. This is marcasite and garnet pendant. Here's the size. We'll start that at $10. I paid 15 and we're running. I think this is take a chance night and just run it low and see what happens. Isn't that pretty? It's got some nice bright red color. And there's the size again. All right. Congratulations and thank you. Number 5. I think we need to run another giveaway. All right, let's do it. Running a giveaway. There we go. And it's running. Get in that giveaway. Win something cool. I don't even know what you're going to get till I go to put it in the box. This. Right. I'm gonna read this. The stuff I saw very quickly. I bought it. I saw it very quickly. Put it in here. This has got a mark and I can't read it, but it's 925. It is CZ, but it's got a nice, look at that nice cage setting. All right. The size is 7. Kind of looks like the real deal. All right. We're starting this at $20. What I paid. CZ with some nice bling. I love that setting. That is so cool. Little, isn't that cool? I'd like to see a gold diamond ring like that. That is just a really cool setting. All right. Thank you very much. You got it at cost. Congratulations. Be sure to bookmark all of my coming shows. I'll have more jewelry like this, but I also have turquoise coming. I have 2 website purges coming. I bought a bunch of turquoise today. I've got to go through it all and organize it. But yeah, there's going to be some good stuff. All right, this necklace, I am going to measure it since it's unhooked. This is 17 and a half inches long. This is azurite malachite, also known as ocean jasper. Isn't that pretty? These are all handmade here. I do not, let me see, it says 925. Let me see if I can figure out where it came from, but we may not be able to tell. Nope, this is 980 silver. So this is higher than 925, which means this could have come from South America. A lot of times they use higher grade silver than 925. So super pretty. I'm going to start this at 25. Azurite malachite, higher grade silver. Do I buy from artist? I don't. I only do vintage. I don't know. I don't know if it's real or lab created. Thank you very much. It's gonna be real pretty on. The color's nice and bright. Sometimes with vintage, I just don't know. I mean, and I don't want to make something up, so we just have to say we don't know. Okay, let's keep going here. I've got this is a really cute little bangle, sterling silver, etched. Get it in there closer so you can see all the etching. Those of you who are just jumping in here, get into that giveaway. You can win something, a vintage piece of sterling silver. NF. I can't remember who that is, but this is 925 NF. I believe that was a Jewelry TV or a Nordstrom or somebody like that. This is a size 7 1/4. So it's for a smaller wrist and it's hinged. Oh, my poor hands can't do this. There we go. So we've got a nice opening here and it snaps shut. All right, we're going to start this at $15 and we're running. Nice safety chain, super pretty. It's going to catch the light. Might need just a slight polish just to give it an extra sparkle. Thank you for the follow. Get into that giveaway. Get a free piece of jewelry. And then if you end up buying, I'm paying the shipping for the first ounce. So usually the next thing can ride for free. Hey, did you get your horse, girl? Congratulations. Jennifer's getting a horse this weekend. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow. I can't remember. And the winner is M Shop Treasures. Congratulations. Tomorrow's a big day. All right. She's getting this beautiful gray gelding and she's going to start riding again. And I wish we lived close because we could go for a ride together. I'm riding on Monday. Oh, here is something. Okay, this will be a higher start, but this is Native American slave bracelet. Let me see if it's marked. This is onyx, not jet. I don't see any hallmarks on it. The bracelet is 6 1/4, no, 6 1/2, and you can bend it. The important part is the ring. The ring's got to fit either your middle or your side finger. Oh, it's a pretty good size. It's a 7 3/4 ring. All right. I don't see any marks on it anywhere. All right. We have to start this at what I paid, which is $75. And we'll see if you guys are in the mood for a $75 slave bracelet. If it goes on my website, it'll be about 125. And this looks like this is handmade right here. You guys are not in the mood for bouge tonight, huh? And I've got bougie stuff. All right. That's going to go on the website. I'm not going to pull out my bouge. We'll just do the little stuff. Okay. This is, let me measure how long this is. It is 16 inches long. This is a really cute little fringe necklace made of ball chain. 16 inches long. Look how cute. Isn't that the cutest thing? All right, we're going to start this at $15. Ah, I'm sorry. I know those are a little hard to get to fit. All right, where's the 15? There it is. And we are running. Little fringe necklace of ball chain, sterling silver, 16 inches long. Isn't that cute? Just kind of a little bit sassy. Little sassy necklace. Welcome. We'll be running another giveaway in a moment. We're doing this little sassy 16-inch ball chain necklace with fringe. Super cute. All right, congratulations. Right, and let's run another giveaway. I have a couple more left for sure. All right, giveaway. All right, we are running a giveaway for a piece of sterling silver, vintage jewelry, my pick. Here's a nice big onk. This is a heavy one. Let's see how this is marked. All right, this has an Egyptian hallmark on it. All right, so this is a big one and it's got some good weight to it. And there's an Egyptian mark that I can't read. All right, Egyptian Revival Ankh. And we have to start this at what I paid, which is $20 because it's heavy. So nice, big, big, big Ankh. Look at that. Look how thick that is. That is a hunk of silver. Nice, big girl here. So, yeah, Egyptian Revival is really hot right now. Um, Not so easy to find. Not pretty. I like it. I like the patina too. It's got a nice silky patina. If you want it really super shiny, you can shine it up. Hi, Brooke. Welcome. Everybody join the giveaway. It's for a piece of vintage sterling silver jewelry. Thank you very much. You're going to enjoy that. You're not going to believe how heavy it is when you get it. Number 4. Okay. We shall keep on going. Let's see. There's some screwback earrings from the 40s. Kind of an interesting shape. Repousse. There's your mark there, sterling. Okay. Sure to get in the giveaway, get something free. And then if you end up buying something, I'm paying the shipping on that giveaway. So you will get a discount in shipping or maybe even free shipping. I'm going to start these at $10. They've got a really nice patina. Old screwback earrings. Nice lightweight. Really cute. Cute little motif. Good patina. Good early piece. I should close that up because we need to do that. The screws are good. All right. Thank you very much. Congratulations. MS is the winner. Number 6. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Here is, oh, I remember testing this. Okay. This is a tennis bracelet, gold over sterling silver. I'm looking for a mark. Probably imported. Yeah, imported PAJBB. I tested the stones. They're all genuine. So you've got your amethyst and your blue topaz and your garnet and your citrine and peridot. It is 7 3/4 long. All right. I'm going to start this at $20. Gemstone gold over silver tennis bracelet. Very pretty. Looks like little hearts, huh? So it's got some good sparkle, nice stacked with other ones. Those of you who are just joining, please join the giveaway. You'll get a free piece of vintage sterling silver. Yeah, I like those little hearts. Those are cute. So here you go. So your stones. Looks like I cleaned it, but I probably could have done a better job. You might want to clean it a little bit. There we go. All right. Congratulations. Okay. Now, this is going to be a little bit more expensive item, but I want to show you this. This is made by Links of London. And it's got these really cool assay marks. So this is, I don't know what kind of fabric they use here, but each one of these bars is sterling silver. Here's your Links of London. I think I have it upside down. Mark, very expensive company. You've got all your British assay marks here. The biggest, so it's adjustable. Let me see. I'm going to go to the biggest size that it will do. And the biggest size it'll go is 8 1/4. And of course, oh, I missed it. Whoever won, congratulations. Okay, and then you just pull to tighten it up. So it'll go pretty small too. So this is all sterling. Links of London, very expensive company. You can look them up online. And I'm going to start this at what I paid, which is $65. And we'll see if you guys like this. So there we go. So there's your hallmarks and your assay marks and the whole bit. Super pretty. I love the blue. I've never bought anything of theirs before, so I thought I would try it, see if you guys like it. Well, I guess it's going on the website. All right, there we go. There is another. Oh, I think I tested this and I don't remember if this was. Let me test it real quick. I left my gem tester on. Yeah, these aren't. Okay, so these are CZ gold over sterling silver. I was hoping that they would be amethyst, but they're not. See, it's marked 925 and it is 7 inches long, double locking clasp. We'll start this at, I'm going to start it low just for the heck of it, $15. All right. CZ, amethyst colored, but not amethyst. Need to pop that on there. There we go. It just snapped in there. Nice tennis bracelet. It's got some good deep color. It's almost given the look of like those synthetic I can't even think of what it's called, Alexandrite, but it's not. Yeah, it's got great sparkle. And I didn't even clean it. I'm gonna try to get it closer and closer. So yeah, that's got a lot of bling for your buck right on that one, huh? And there's your nice strong clasp. All right, and I think we've got a winner. All right, congratulations. Number 12. Thank you. All right, let's keep on going. See what else. Do you guys want me to show anything bougie? Like more expensive? I don't know. This one, I'll show you this and we'll see. And need to stay with the lower price things, we will. All right, so this is made by Isis. And this is the bracelet. I was standing in a booth buying a lot of things from a picker that brought things for me. And this is one of the things he brought. And I had everything in a tray. And this man walked up and grabbed this bracelet and took it out of the tray. And I looked at my picker and he says, that's already sold. You need to give that back. And the guy wouldn't give it back. And we were like, what the heck? What do we do? So finally my picker had to like physically like take it out of his hand. So yeah, we had to fight for this. So it's got this cool little, this is how the clasp works. All right. And I just measured it and didn't say, telling my story and I didn't tell you how long it is. It's quite heavy. There's a lot of silver here. 7 3/8. Let me turn on this thing. So Isis was a very, I don't know if they're still in business, but pretty expensive bougie brand. 22.5 grams. So I'm going to start this at 75. If you don't want it, it goes on the website, but I wanted to have some bougie stuff here for you tonight. So this is the bracelet that we had to fight for because the man wouldn't give it back. So all fleur de lis and it's double-sided. Isn't that nice? Okay, goes on the website. We need to stay with the lower stuff. I have all the stuff like I've got fluorite beads, like, and really cool stuff. Like, look at these. So maybe we'll save these for another night. Like, look at that ring. Isn't that cool? But that's a $150 ring. And then I've got, look at the citrine and diamonds. Isn't that beautiful? But we're talking more money. Yeah, so I've got some really good stuff, but I'll stay low if you guys don't want me to do the higher stuff. So here's a chain with gold beads. I'm not going to say that they're real gold. They could be. I know you do. Well, you want me to run a few bougie things? I'll run this guy and then I'll show you what I've got. And all right, I'll run this and then I'll run the citrine. All right. So this is 16 inches, I think. It is 15 inches. Okay, I'm going to start this at $10. All right. I'll run this and then I'll pull the citrine and I'll tell you how much I have to run it for because of what I paid. So that's like a rope chain or something. Here's the clasp. Oh, get my face out of there. Probably made in Italy. Super cute. Great stacker. And you could stack it with gold chains too because it's got the gold. So I love mixing my colors. Of course, my watch is mixed colors, so I mix gold and silver all the time. So this is like a little bridge piece. You can put it with your silver and your gold together. All right, Heidi, congratulations. Number 7. Okay, I'm going to pull out the citrine. I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you how much I have to run it for. I'll just run it. All right, so these are all tested citrine, sterling silver. And then if you look really close, you'll see diamonds. Those are all diamonds. That's not marcasite. I tested them, everything. And then you'll see 2 of these citrines are, that is a flower. I thought, oh my God, does it have a chip? No, they're just, that's the way it's carved. Cute little thing down here. I did pay for this, I'll tell you, but I'd wear it. So I'm like, I'm having it. It is 20 inches long. And I have to start this at, where is it? I have to start this at 195. So there we go. If we like it, we like it. If we don't, it goes on my website. Super pretty. This is, I mean, it's got nice size to it. All right, there we go. On the website. Nobody wants, everybody's always asking for silver pearls, but nobody's looking for silver pearls tonight. Okay. You're looking for silver pearls? Okay. So the silver pearls I have are not Native American, but they are Mexican. They are vintage from Tosco. I do not buy from China. And most of the silver pearls on the market today were made in China. All right. So here's the two pairs I have. All right. This pair has more patina. They're both from about the same time, the early 80s. The three turquoise strand necklace. Something I had before. The citrine. Okay. I will definitely do that. Okay, so here we go. The dogs, that's funny. I know I've got cats like looking at me like, oh my God, you're doing this again. Who are you talking to? All right, starting at 195. These are all diamonds. These are diamonds here, all carved. There's a little flower here. I love how they did it just real flat and reflective. All carved here. There's your back. All right, congratulations. You got a good deal, that's for sure. And that's all sterling silver with the road trip. Number one. Thank you so much. I'm glad it's going to a good home. All right, so the silver pearls, like I said, these are from Tosco. So they both have low numbers, which means they were made in Tosco and they were, for the first one, I think the guy even put his name on it. Let's see. Yeah, so one of them is TL31. 31 is a super low number, which means they got that probably in 1981. And he also put his RLCH number on there. And then the next one is TR43, and he has his name MR. So his last name is Ramirez or something like that. So do you want me to run these? They're both going to have a starting price of 300, which is about half of what the ones from China come for. If not, they'll be on my website, but people are asking for these. Okay. We're going to put these up here. There we go. Let's see. Let's go back down. So I have pearls. All right. Let me see if they're hand knotted. These are hand knotted and they have a 14 karat gold clasp. All right. These would start at 195 as well. Is anybody interested in pearls? Maybe I'll just run them and we will see what happens. There. This is for the pearls. And then we'll go back. They're marked 14 karat. I'm going to face out of here so you can see. Really pretty hand knotted pearls. Great color. Okay, onto the website. Nobody's into the bouge today. All right, let me test this stone. Okay, so I'm going to do one more bougie thing, then we'll go back to the inexpensive stuff. But this is a huge amethyst. Isn't that gorgeous? I thought I made a note of how many carats it was because I figured it out. But yeah, isn't that pretty? So there is the size. This is the pendant only. And this starts at 75. And there we go. Big, huge amethyst. Nice and clean, too. Okay. That's it for the bouge today. All right, we'll go back down to these little guys. All right, so here is a pendant. I don't think that is onyx. We can test it. I think it's just enamel. Yeah, it's just enamel. All right, so this guy, nice big enhancer style, but it doesn't open. But it's got a nice big bail. And we will start that at 15. And there we go. Maltese cross, a nice big style, unisex. There we go. It definitely could be polished up. It's got a lot of tarnish and patina. You could put that on a set of beads, actually. That's a pretty big bail. Welcome everybody who's joining. It looks like that's the mark right there. Nice big pendant. All right, congratulations. Thank you very much. Okay. Here is a pair of dangly earrings. These are from now they're hand etched. I don't know the exact age of these, but they've got um, screw back earrings. You could easily make them pierced. Very big, very pretty, hand etched. There's the back. So you can see the mark right there. They've got some good patina. And these are going to start at 35 because of how much silver's here. Super fun. Kind of have a Western look, but they don't have to be Western. They can be. Be very cute if you were line dancing with these on, that's for sure. So these are big mamas. Very pretty. That etching is beautiful. Little spoons are getting all hooked up in there, but very, very pretty. All right, congratulations. You're going to get a fun box. You get all kinds of cool things. Okay. Go. See what else we've got here. Gonna dig in this one. Another kind of southwestern thing. I think this was made in Mexico. Yep, Tosco TB85, Mexico 925, and it says LATON. And I think that's a designer that I've heard of before. But this is such a classic southwestern thing. This is brass here. So here's all your marking. Here's your artist mark. Nice big heavy piece. Let's run a giveaway. We've got new people coming in here. Let's see, run giveaway. All right, there we go. We are running a giveaway. It's for a piece of 925 sterling silver vintage jewelry that will be shipped to you. All right, we're going to start this guy at, let's see, start him at 20. I paid 30. All right, we've got a locking clasp. Nice, good southwestern howling coyote. Got a full moon right now. He's howling at the full moon. You can see it's got patina. It can be polished up, or you can leave it in original patina. Be sure to join that giveaway. Get a free piece of jewelry, and then if you end up buying something, you'll get a big discount on shipping because I have to pay for the first ounce. So you can buy something and get free right in there. All right, congratulations. Okay, got that all in there. Okay. This is a really pretty hand. Oops. My hands are so bad. All right, we'll try that again. Really pretty hand etched sterling silver bracelet. There's your hallmark inside. It says Siam. So that means it didn't become Thailand until the 60s or 70s or something. So this is an older piece. Siam sterling. Let's check this. All right, so let's hear it click and get it in there. Nice, good click. Let's see the size. 6.5. So this is for a small wrist. So the long, it's oval, the long way is 2 and almost a quarter, and the other way is less than 2. So this is a little wrist, okay? And we will start this at 25. And there we go. Really nice. Boy, the Victorian ones in gold fill are going really high, the ones that look like this. I see some rocker engraving along the edge here. That's early engraving style. Pretty thick. It's got thick walls, but it is oh, I remember. Yes. And I had a red one. Was it the red one that you got? That was so rare. Yes, Quinn. Can I help you? I'm not going to bed yet. It's not even dark yet. I know, but I'm sorry. Well, why don't you come here and meet everybody? Just wants to complain. Stop complaining. You're complaining. That was a good get. I know. All right. So here is, let me see what the marks are on this guy. I know. She says mama. Did you guys hear her say it? It's crazy. I can't read these marks, but this is a super nice, um, nice piece of amber in there. I'm just looking to see if there's no chips. I know, but I'm not going to get up and help you right now. You're just going to have to solve your problem. It's a 6.5. It's got a nice patina. All right. I'm going to start this at what I paid, which is $50. Slightly bouge, but not total bouge. I know. Come here. Come here and tell me about it. I know. Come here. Okay, very good. When the show's over, I'll check it out, sweetie. Um, we did that, and I don't remember what I said. 6.5. Be sure to get into the giveaway. We only have 35 seconds left. This is so pretty. Nice bright stone. Nice strong clasp with a safety chain. There you go. That's a good girl. And Taurus, congratulations. I know. I know. Tell me about it. But you're complaining too much. You know, it's really actually pretty good that my cats don't bother me so much when I'm doing this because I have 4 of them. Oh, we're going to have a winner. And the winner is all right. Congratulations. That's awesome. That will help with your shipping and you get a free thing. Okay, here is, oh God, these are so 1980s. It's just, they're hooked onto another pair. So we're going to pull these out. All right. Sterling silver. Nice patina. I did not polish. This one's got a little bend in it that I'm not real happy about. So we're going to start them lower. But all right, I'm just having a hard time holding on to them. Look at these. Are those 1980s or what? So one of them, I think it's this one, has a little funny little bend right there. So we're going to start them low because of that. But these are sterling silver. Nice big dangly. Looks great with long hair. All right, we're going to start these. I think I paid $30 for them. We're going to start them at 15 because I don't like that little bend. But so there we go. Very cool. Little sticks hanging. I know, right? I've never seen anything like that. They're pretty cool. Hold still so everybody can look. There's your back. Hello, everybody. Nice big girls here. Old Butt Money. That's a cute name. Nice patina. They will polish up. Congratulations. Let's go. You go. All right, what else do we have in here? Here's another pair of earrings, but I gotta find the other one. Oh, here's a cute little ring. All right, so this is a little pearl ring. The pearls are real. This one's a little bit brighter in color than that one, but let's see. This is a size. They're cultured pearls, probably from the 60s. It's a size 7. Let me see what it says on the inside. Watch, it'll say 14 karat. And I'll be like, wait a minute. Sterling. And it's got, oh, and sterling 950. So it's 950 silver instead of 925. There's your side view. It looks like there's a little piece of fuzz on here. All right. We're going to start this 950 silver ring at at $15. If I can get it to start. There we go. Size 7. That is so 1970s or 60s looking. It's got the little etching here. All right, the pearls are cultured pearls from back in the day. What did I say, 950 or 980? I can't remember what it said now. 950, I think. So that's how far it sticks up on your hand. Real pearls, sterling silver. Little etching going on right here. These are definitely set with prongs that are up inside the pearl. Congratulations. That's a lot of pearl ring. $23, huh? Right. Number 15. Okay. Oh, here's a cute little bracelet. All right, so here's a little sterling silver chain bracelet. Some of this stuff I feel like it's the first time I've seen it because I just put it in, bought it, and then put it in here and forgot about it. 7.5 inches long. It has a toggle clasp. So if your arm is really small, you could actually put it through one of the links and make it fit tighter. And we're going to start this at 15. And there we go. Super cute. Just big and open and nice little statement piece, but not super heavy and expensive, which is nice. Nice patina. Congratulations. Right? Good girl, Quinny. Hi, Lola. All right. Next one. Where's the other earring? There it is. Okay, so these earrings are also made in Mexico. Pretty good size. They're hollow repoussé, but they've got nice thick walls. There's no dents or anything, and I almost dropped that. It says TS 30. So they're early 80s because it's got a nice early number, really nice long ear wires. Okay. We're going to start these at, I know I paid 20 for these. We're going to start them at 20. Pretty good size, quite a bit of silver there. Just not getting used to these new silver prices, but super cute. Kind of primitive looking. There's your side view. Yes, absolutely. Congratulations, Taurus. It's not pretty. It's very messy. All right, let me write this little card and we will do a scan. Make everybody dizzy. Okay. All right, so we're gonna take this. I'm just gonna, no, I'm not. I'm gonna make a mess if I do that. All right, here we go. All right, we are going to switch. All right, so I've got, these are amethyst with a 14 karat gold clasp, fluorite, huge fluorite. We've got really nice black pearls. We've got garnets, and this is an older one with a matching bracelet. We've got pearls. So this is the bougie tray. Like there's like this great big honkin' bracelet. That's Native American. So yeah, we've got some bougie things in here. Let's go here. So yeah, so I'm gonna switch back. I don't want you guys to see my messy desk. There we go. My desk is usually very tidy, but it's not right now because I've been doing a lot of buying. Yes, I will run that bracelet. There is a fetish in here and I will run it. Okay, so I'm going to run this bracelet first. This is the most expensive one. All right, this is heavy, a lot of silver. I paid dearly for it. It's 925. There is a hallmark. I don't know what that is. It sort of looks like KK, but I don't think so. Let me see on the other side. It says it's made in China. So this is a big bracelet. It will fit a 7 3/4 wrist. So I'm a 6.5, and it's really big on me. Okay. I have to start this at 195. That's what I paid. So we're gonna start that. We'll see if this is the kind of so there's actually two bracelets here. See, there's one over the other one. Discs or circles or anything like that. Okay. So here's the first one. Too big for your wrist. Sorry about that. Yeah. All right. So that one. And then I'm going to run the fetish. Okay. So the fetish is interesting. I'm really careful with these because there's so many fakes. But I do believe that this is Zuni. The way these stones are cut and the way they're polished, all of them are hummingbirds, of course, but the rounded corners and the extra care taken in polishing these, probably the real thing. Not signed, hardly ever, but I've looked enough at the reproduction ones to know that this is probably the real deal. It's 28 inches long, and you've got the real thing as far as stones. I'm going to start this at 75. That's what I paid and running. So I need to look. I think that they are not inlaid eyes, they're drilled eyes. Yeah, drilled, and some of them are painted. But yeah, there's some malachite there, the real thing, azurite. You've got your turquoise. This looks like serpentine. There's some jet. Yeah, this is pretty nice. Nice hishi in both turquoise and the shell. Yeah, I do too. And I have a small collection of them, but it just bums me out that they're being made in the Philippines now, and the market is just congratulations, just saturated with stuff like that because these take a long time. So if you see the rounded edges like that, that's probably a good indicator that you may have a real Zuni piece there. All right. Number one. Yeah, it's super pretty. Okay, next one. I'll run a couple more of these bracelets. Oh, there's a Native American bracelet. All right, we'll run this one. Oh, I have to start this one. So this is I don't even know what this is called. It's not mesh, but it it kind of is. But it's sterling silver with gold, and it's got a slide-in clasp. I don't know much about this. I just thought it was really pretty. It says maybe it's a designer. I don't know. Made in Italy, and it says 10K, but there's something before that, so I would think it's probably 10 karat gold over sterling silver. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but it wasn't a complete stamp. This is a 7 1/4 inch. All right. And we're starting this at what I paid. We're going to start it at, well, I paid 75. I'll start it at 65 and take a chance. All right. Because it's not something I normally carry. Otherwise, I'll just pop it on my website. I can see that being a nice dressy thing to wear to party. Okay, that's going on the website. All right, then we've got, here's a Native American piece marked SS with an agate, a lace agate. No, that wasn't. That was definitely one size. This is the 6.5. Here's your hallmark. And this was done with a file. I have to start this at $50 and we're running. Nice departure from turquoise if you just like to have a different color. So this is really super pretty. Has a little bit of tarnish, which tells us it's got some age, which we like. And then the lace agate's really pretty. So yeah, this is really pretty. I like to get things that are a little different. Don't want to have the same old boring stuff all the time, you know. All right, road trip. Congratulations. Okay, number 3. Let's run. I think I have a couple of giveaways left. Yep, I do. All right, let's run a giveaway. All right, there you go. Get in that giveaway. Get some free shipping out of the deal. And you'll get a free piece of jewelry. If you're brand new, get into the giveaway. I give away a piece of genuine sterling silver. Well, this is cute. It's my pick. All right, look at this. With CZ, little heart charm has pave CZ on both sides. Doesn't look like it opens like a locket. Just a pretty little thing. All right, this is, let me measure how long it is. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to undo that now that I clicked it in there. It is 7 inches. All right. I'm gonna start that at 35. That's a lot of sparkle. Little puffy heart with pave CZ, all sterling silver. Look at that. Nice sparkle going on there. And this is a nice, good, heavy chain, too. It's got some good silver going on there. All right. Congratulations. We need more people in that giveaway. Win something cool. All right. On to next. Let's see. This is really cute. All right. So this little necklace has pearls, and those are probably black glass. These are sterling silver. And then this little thing is reversible. On one side, it has mother of pearl. On the other side, I don't know if that's enamel. Let's check and see if it's might be onyx. 'Cause I've got my battery running down here. We might as well use this thing. Let's see if it's onyx. Nope. So that is like enamel. It's definitely got some tarnish. Let's see if we've got any artist name 925. And it looks like it says MS or something. Necklace is, the beaded part is 18 inches with a toggle clasp. Okay, so a nice little classy black and white piece. That's what it looks like on. And we will start this at 35, and we are running. So there's the mother of pearl side. I like these little open work beads, very cute. And if we don't like this, there we go. You guys are pre-seeing everything that's going to go on my website. So anything that sells here is a goner. It never makes it. Oh, look at this. I didn't know I had this. I forgot about this. All right. So this is a killer piece of amber. Look at that. Egg yolk amber. It is adjustable. So anybody can wear this. It's got the comfort bar here to keep it on your finger nice. And this is right now it is adjusted at a size 8.5. And it looks like it's got Polish marks. Yes. So it's got the Polish marks right here. Right. I'm starting this at what I paid, and I paid $75 for this. So there we go. Nice big butterscotch amber or egg yolk amber. Isn't that pretty? Nice dome. That's a good size stone. So isn't that nice? That is a statement ring. Hi, Lori. I didn't know you were here. I'm glad you're here. I sent your package out today. All right. Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah, all orders have been shipped. Number 2. All right. See what else we got here. Oh, this is cute. All right. This is pretty old. And I think it has a mark inside. Okay, so this is nice sterling. I think somebody wrote their name inside of it or something. So it has the little 3-leaf clover. Oh, congratulations with the giveaway. All right, so this is nice sterling, nice patina, bangle bracelet, slightly oval, and it's just about it's right between a 7 3/4 and 8. I love that. That's great. I like that. And I'm getting them out fast so that you get them so it feels like Christmas. All right, so we're going to start this at 35. I love the patina on this piece. And it's got some smooth wear. Somebody wore this a lot. Look at that. Isn't that cute with the little tulips? And then I can see if I can get the mark to show. It's got a lot of wear, but the mark is right here. So super nice. You can see the shape. It's not a perfect circle, more comfortable this way. Yeah, I'll pick you something good. I've got a whole box of stuff. So I think that's hand etched. Could be. And then this is like done with repoussé, so you can see how they pounded it out. So it's got to be one of their earlier pieces because it's got a lot of handwork. And there's the other flower pounded out. That was a good deal. I love it when I find things that have wear and that silky, silky patina. All right. Number 3. When we finish tonight, I will start packing, and then I've got all day tomorrow, so everything will go out on Monday. Right. Okay, this is a Harley Davidson piece, and I just thought it was kind of cool because it's got garnet. So you've got your Harley Davidsons. Anybody into Harley Davidson? I don't know if I should run this or not. I have a gal that buys this stuff. Okay. So I bought it from my website, but I'm like, you guys might like this. All right. I'm going to start this at less than I paid. I paid $50. I'm going to start it at 35. And the garnets are real. So yeah, you can see that. There we go. Oh, I should show you how it looks as far as size. Now I'm going to drop it any second. Oh, congratulations. That was your first purchase. We have to run a giveaway. We had a first purchase. All right, run a giveaway. I might have to make more giveaways because I only have one left. We can make more. Number 4. All right, get in that giveaway. We are celebrating a first purchase. All right. Trying not to get too bougie here. All right, this is a cute little hammered cuff. I want to see if there's any names in it. It's probably just an artisan piece from the 70s or 80s. Oh yeah, I see flow marks. Okay, so this is all hand. This wasn't made out of sheet metal. All right, so this was a handmade piece, all hand hammered. You can see in here, there's like flow marks and stuff. This wasn't just factory sheet metal. They made the sheet metal. All right, this is a size 6 3/4. Love the patina on this. I'm starting this at 35. All right. Super cute. Show you how this looks on. A little bit of tarnish going in here. I just love that kind of patina. When it's silky like that, I just can't bring myself to polish. It's just when you see all the hammer marks. That was a good buy. All right. Congratulations. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we've got here. Oh, I'm going to go back to this tray because there's like inexpensive stuff in here. What does this say on the back? All right. This says Silver by Wanda, sterling, and 120 12-karat gold filled. This is Native American. All right. So look at that. I think that's called End of the Trail or something. Silver by Wanda. Be sure to get into the giveaway if you're just joining. You'll get a piece of vintage sterling silver in the mail from me. I pay for the shipping, so if you end up buying something, your thing gets to ride for free. All right, so this is all hand engraved. I see some rocker engraving. Silver by Wanda, Native American, starting at 35. It's got gold, 120. Did I say 12 karat or 14 karat? 120 12-karat gold filled, very well hallmarked on the back. Here's the size. Really nice Western, Southwestern cross, Native American made. I forgot I had that. I love all this. This is like a beautiful Western saddle. Very pretty. All right. Congratulations. Number 6. All right. Your name is on it. What is this? Oh, that's not that fun. Thought I get a little. Here's a cute thing I'll start for $1. Let's do a couple dollar starts. 925 TR. This is a little locket. It says mom. I'm not going to try to open it because I can't. My hands are just awful, but it's a good thing. I'm going to start this at $1. Let's have some fun. All right. This is $1 start and it's running. Little locket, a little bit of enamel color, really good shape. And there's your hallmarks. Cute little thing. Be sure to get in the giveaway. If we have 42 seconds left, congratulations. You'll win a piece of vintage sterling silver jewelry. I don't do stickers or any of that stuff. You get something good. All right. Okay. Let's find some more dollar stuff to run. Okay, here's something we can run for $1. I size it. These are so hard to size. I think this is about a size 5. It's a little puzzle ring. So you get 3 rings, twisted wire. Okay, we're gonna start that at $1. Let's see who won the giveaway. Dun, 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 dun. And the winner is Jackie Bar. Congratulations. Okay, so I think this is a size 5. Might be a slightly smaller because sometimes when you've got these 3 rings going on, it it takes up room and doesn't fit quite right. So I suck at these. I can never get them together. So we're starting it at $1, sterling silver, little rings. I got this really cool ring today that I'm not showing tonight because I just bought it today, but it's got 3 rings and it has chains. It's like a little 3-ring slave ring set or something. Congratulations. So yeah, I found some cool stuff today. So I'll try to get that all cleaned up and ready to go, maybe for our next show. So be sure to bookmark my next show, which I think is, I don't even remember what day it is. I think it's Wednesday, or I don't even know. It's all a big blur. Big blur. Okay, so here is, okay, so this thing's really cool. I tested the stones on this. And this thing went way up into diamond. So that tells me that it's probably a synthetic alexandrite. And these guys tested as white topaz. And it's imported, but there's your hallmarks. I'm gonna start that at $1 too, just for fun. And it's running. And it's gold over sterling. And those are, I mean, I don't know. I just thought it was CZ, and then I test everything, and I was really surprised. So yeah, here's the size. Yeah, usually when you get a stone that's kind of purple, and if it goes up into diamond, then you know it's corundum, and it's usually synthetic made. There's your side view again, so you can see the stone. All right, Angie 11, congratulations. Number 14. Okay, let's see what else we can find. Oh, this is cute. Can start this for $1. This is a little floating heart. Actually, it's a pretty big floating heart. Let me see what it's marked. If it's marked Tiffany, I'll be like taking that back. No, it says CMJ Sterling, but of course it's a copy of the Tiffany. And we'll start that at $1. Okay. Here's the size, floating heart. Pretty cute. Doesn't seem to have much wear. A lot of times they'll have like a thin spot from where they hung on the chain. But I remember these in the 80s. Everybody had one. Only we had gold ones because gold wasn't very expensive. You could get a good heavy gold one for less than $50. In fact, I still have my mom's. All right, congratulations. Little floating heart for you. Number 15. All right, let's see if I can find a couple more, and then we'll go back over to the other tray and see what we can find. What is this thing I'm seeing here? Look at this. So this is interesting. This is actually from a Native American, um, what you call it, trading post called Silver Cloud, and it's double sided. So you can see there's the silver cloud mark there, and it says sterling. And it's the stone is beveled and in a prong, so you can wear it this way. But of course, you're going to have that stuff showing. And then the other side is the back side of the stone, but you've got a butterfly and a flower. Never seen this design before. I love finding silver cloud bracelets. Really nice quality. So we're going to start this at $1. Silver cloud vintage pendant, and it's running. So here's the back side, which is really the front side. And there's the front side of the stone, which is the back side of the pendant. Very, very cool. You can see the silver cloud mark right there. If you ever see that on something when you're out shopping, that's a good thing. That's silver cloud was just about the same as Mazel's. Very, very nice quality. A really good trading post. That's a surprise. I just bought it because it had turquoise in it, and I didn't even realize what it was. But very cute. And there's the other side, reversible. There's your side view. I like how they've got this looking like a tendril from a plant. It's a very cute little piece. Got a little bit of smooth wear. Somebody wore this a bit, which we like. And a nice big junk ring. All right, Angie, congratulations. You got a rare piece. Never seen that before. And I've handled thousands and thousands of pieces of jewelry. Never seen that from Silver Cloud. Number 16. I'm going to get up and close a door. I'll be right back. It was so hot here today, and now the sun's going down and I'm freezing. There we go. My goodness. I had like two coats on when I was out shopping, and as soon as the sun came up, I was like, geez, it's so hot. Oh, this is cute. I'll start this for a dollar too. This is a size nine and a no, that's an eight, eight and a half. Little cross ring, eight and a half. Sterling silver. Let me see where it's marked. If it is, it says 925 right inside there. Okay. Eight and a half and starting at a dollar. Little lacy cross ring. A little bit of Jesus for our night, huh? Very, very lacy. Very pretty. Cute little thing. So if you love Jesus like I love Jesus, then you need to have a cross ring. Am I being stalked by a cat? I can hear little footsteps. All right, congratulations, Sarah. Number 17. All right, what else do we have down here? Some little charms. Oh, there's all kinds of little things over here. That's cute. All right, so this is a little flat back pin. It could be a tie tack. Let me see if it's marked. If I lost, there it is. I'm sure this is sterling silver, but it doesn't say it, and it's got a rhodium plating on it. But I'm going to say it's not sterling, but I think it is. So we're going to start this at a dollar. We're going to assume that it's not. The rhodium plating gets me sometimes, and you have to really file into them to get down to the silver. So we'll just start this at a dollar. So you could put this on a hat. It's just got this little flat back pin. It doesn't have the little chain. So yeah, unmarked, untested, but really cute. Cute little thing. Lucky horseshoe. Always wear it with the horseshoe up. Or is that a wishbone? That might be a wishbone. Yeah, that is a wishbone. But you got to keep it up because the luck will run out if you turn it upside down. So you got to have it up like this, whether it's a wishbone or a horseshoe. There we go. Don't let your luck run out. That's the Irish in me that knows that. Cute little thing. All right. Thank you. Thank you for, oh, is that when it is? 12:11 F4. Thank you so much. I appreciate you reminding everybody to mark. So mark all of my shows if you can. Um, I'm going to be doing some website purges. I'm going to be doing all kinds of stuff. I want to purge a lot of stuff before the end of the year because I don't want to pay taxes on it. We've done a ton of purging here, which has been great, but I need to do a little bit more. So that's going to be the day after Christmas and on the 30th. And then I've got a whole bunch of fresh finds to do until then. And some bougie stuff. All right, this is a really cool, this is old. All right, so this is all filigree work. I don't know. Let me look at the stone. That looks like I'm gonna say it's glass, but this could, yeah, it's probably glass. It's got some wear. It's a nice hunk of silver, a lot of handwork. It's got some good age. Let me look at this little clasp and see what's going on with that. So that is the old style clasp, J clasp. It doesn't lock. Here's the size of this pin. All right, this is old, and we are going to start this at 25. I paid 35 according to what I have written down here. So starting at $10 less than what I paid. I love this bezel, all zigzaggy like that. Very cool. So it's a great patina. Great buildup of silver, great design, good old piece. You scored $10 under cost, right on. I work on averages, so it's okay. It all averages out. I think it's time for another giveaway, and then I'm going to have to make some more because I only made 10 of them. All right. If you're joining in, please join the giveaway. I give away a piece of sterling silver jewelry, vintage. It'll be a little ring or a little pair of earrings or something, but it's not a sticker or something funky like that or a coin. All right. Let's see. Oh, let's test these stones. This is a little bit slightly bougie. Let's see. These. Ooh. All right. These are very, very strong amethyst. Isn't that pretty? Really nice bracelet. Strong amethyst. Look at that color. They all test amethyst. It is toggle clasp with 2 rings. So it could be 7.5 or it could be 7. No, 6.5. That's what it's telling me. So it's adjustable. All right. Very pretty. Nice piece. I'm going to start this at $50. That's not too bougie, is it? Really pretty. Get my face out of here so you can see how beautiful these stones are. These are amethyst. They are tested. It's the real deal. Super pretty. And Taurus comes in. I love this on the diagonal. Super pretty. All right. Here's the back. Nice cable. All right. Congratulations, Taurus. We're going to write that one down. Number 4. We shall keep on going. What is this here? All right. This little necklace is cute. I'm going to test the stone at the bottom to see if it is CZ. Yeah. Okay. So this is just a cute little CZ and marcasite necklace. Get into the giveaway. We only have 23 people in there. We got to win some stuff. All right. That is a 15-inch chain. All right. And we're going to start this at $15. Just a cute little, this is the size of it. So it's a dressy little thing with a little black dress. And there's the back. Hallmark there. Looks like this might have Heidi's name on it. All right, congratulations, Heidi. Number 17. I wrote that wrong. That could cause a problem. See what else we've got going on in here. This stone, is it a prasiolite? Keep going. Let's see. Boy, this stone is like on the edge. I'm going to call it, all right, really pretty. I think this is a prasiolite. See, that's slightly green. It almost made it to topaz, but we're going to keep it in the quartz range. So it's quartz or prasiolite, slightly green. A size 7. Let's see what the mark is inside. It is YS. Looks like it might be made in India 925. And I'm sure that this is probably, you can see that this is layered on top. So it's probably a brass with gold over it. We're going to start this at $20. That's a nice size stone. That's giving you some bling. So that's how far it sticks up. So it's got a nice strong bezel there. It's going to protect your stone. It's giving you some good sparkle. I love me a wide band ring, except in the summer. They get too hot. But yeah, it's got some nice texture. All right, Sarah, congratulations. 6 seconds left. Get into the giveaway quick. Don't miss out. All right, who's our winner going to be? All right, Heidi, congratulations. You'll get an extra treat in your box and you'll get some shipping off of your price there. Number 8. I'm going to make a couple more giveaways. I'm going to go over here and let's see, giveaway, add, create a temporary listing, and we're going to call it Givey, Givvy. And let's see, we're going to make 5 more of them because I think we can keep going. And shipping is 1 ounce that I pay for. And I think we're ready to go here. Add listing. Oh, what did I miss? Oh, has to be jewelry. Okay. All right, here we go. We're going to run another one. I made 5 more. All right, get into the giveaway. Get something good. All right, this is funny. I don't know what this is. This says 1993 sterling Betsy B.A. Bavpon, I think it says. Let's test the stone. Oh, what the heck? Okay, so this is Prasiolite too. So it's a green quartz. Funny little designer piece. There's all of the marks here. That's the size. Good Lord, did you guys hear that big bang? Camp Pendleton is firing off some bombs. All right, I'm gonna start this at 15. There we go. Very, very kind of a mid-century modern look, but it was 1993. So there we go on that one. Prasiolite in the middle. Kind of a funny little thing. All right. Yeah, I think it's kind of funny too. All right. Oh, here's a cute bracelet. Let me measure how long this is. This is a 7-inch long, so I would go 6.5 inch or less. We've got, get out of here, fluted beads and round beads. Nice clasp. All right. And we're going to start this at $20. Cute little stacker bracelet you can put with a lot of other ones. I love the fluted beads. Or actually, they're kind of reeded, huh? Like the edge of a coin. So we're going to call that reeding, not fluting, because it's not as deep. But super cute. Just add some texture to your stack. All right, congratulations, MS. And number 9. All right, let's keep on going. This is cute. Let's see. 925. We'll test the stone because I had some things that were. This is a CZ. All right, this is a 925 cubic zirconia, small size, 4 3/4. We'll start this at $1. I paid a bunch for it, but whatever. It's a hard fit. All right, here we go. Starting at $1. Cubic zirconia, sterling silver, size 4.5. So it's a tiny little thing, but it's got some good sparkle. I like this setting. I think that's really cute. All right, so there's your inside, there's your hallmark. I mean, that's your sterling silver mark. It's a pretty good thick piece of silver there. I'm thinking. It's probably why I had to pay so much for it because it's pretty heavy. But there we go. It is 4.5. So it's a small one, 4.5. Little guy. All right. Thank you very much. Congratulations. At least I answered you in time, huh? And thank you for putting the question mark after it and making it yellow because it made it easier for me to see. And I'll be sure to look at your message as soon as we're finished. I promise. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. Since we've got the dollar start up. All right, I'm just going to do this for the heck of it, although this was a lot more expensive. This is Native American. All right, this is a spider tie tack. You can take the chain off and put it on a hat. Looks like his legs are a little like he's moving or running or something. I'm going to start this at $1. All right, this is Navajo. And there's the back. I don't see, is there a hallmark on there? There might be. Looks like there's a hallmark. I'll read it to you. I hold it up there while you're looking. And it says Sterling, but it doesn't say the artist name. But it's the old block Sterling, so it's older. I love his little eyes. Very cute little guy. That is mother of pearl. It's got some nice sheen to it. Definitely Navajo. Doesn't he look like he's crawling? All right. Thank you, Lori. And here we go. Oh, no, you won it. You won two. Congratulations, boy. Go get a lottery ticket. That's incredible. All right. Do you guys want me to run a couple more watch bands like this? We'll run that. It's got the original watch. It doesn't work. It's probably the old wind kind. It's an old Timex electric, whatever that means. It's not automatic. I don't know what what is that's, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the watch, but the watch doesn't work. It's for the band. So we will start that at, we'll start it at $20. Okay, so we've got turquoise, nice green turquoise and coral. Not quite big enough to use with an Apple Watch. It's not quite wide enough, but pretty nice. You see any hallmarks on there? I don't see any hallmarks. That might be something right there. Yes, it is sterling. This isn't, but the watch band plates are definitely sterling. They don't look like they're marked sterling. A lot of the older pieces aren't. It's got a good hallmark on both sides. I don't know whose hallmark that is, but this is definitely sterling. Could be somebody famous. When they have those really cool marks like that, look at that. I have to look that up on the Hallmark deal. You know, there's a Hallmark website. If you look up Indian hallmarks, you can look up a lot of the marks, and it has a lot of the older ones. That's some nice blood red coral. And I love this green. Look at that stone. It's all natural. See how uneven it is? It's not soaked in resin. This one's a little darker green because it's a little bit more porous. Thank you. Number 10. All right, I'm going to run a couple more of these. I have to pull this little thing off of here. All right. I'm looking for a hallmark. Not seeing one. Lots of patina. This is sterling silver. This is another, this says sterling silver with gold over it, but it doesn't say 120 12 karat gold. These are definitely, if you look at the back, you've got your sterling silver. Watch doesn't work. I just left it on there for look so you can see, and it keeps these guys from getting lost. This is Sleeping Beauty turquoise, and this is coral, 1970s. I'll start this at the same price, starting at 20. So this doesn't count, it doesn't work, but it looks kind of cool. So and there's your bars are good, they're good and strong. Also, it keeps the pin tubes from getting smashed. So I like to leave the thing on here. I like this right here. That stamping's nice. Nice and deep. Little feathers. See if I can get that up really close so you can see. Focus, focus, phone. There you go. Looks like Heidi's in the lead. Nope, Taurus took the lead. Nice stamping on this too. Do you see that detail right there? Try to get a little bit closer. But yeah. All right. Congratulations. Okay. Where's my pen? Number 11. Okay, let's see. Okay. This is Native American. This is an upper arm bracelet with coral. Isn't that pretty? The stamping was done with a leather hole punch. All right, so this is, where is my thing? Oh, here it is. It fell over. So this goes all the way down to like 9 inches. It's boingy, springy, so you can actually tighten it up, being a bypass. So isn't that cool? And this is going to come with the prize. I don't know where I got this, but it's coming with this old beaded shoe, Native American shoe. So this is the bonus that comes with this. All right. This comes with a little Native American bonus. All right. This starts at, I'm gonna start it at 35. Starting it low. Upper arm bracelet. You can wear it lower. Comes with a little shoe and a little vintage Native American beaded doll shoe or something. But yeah, look at that stamping. I love the stamping. You got a great deal, Angie. That's awesome. All right. Let me write your name on here. I like it when you get good deals because then I hope you come back. Number 7, a shoe and a bracelet. Right. All right, here, this piece, I don't remember what I paid for this, but this is a bracelet for a watch. It is Navajo, right? It's not marked. I don't see any marks anywhere, but I'm going to show you these cool flow marks inside. So whoever made this made the sheet. See all those flow marks in there? This is all handmade. This one's got flow marks inside too. So they didn't just take a piece of sheet metal and cut it out. They made it. These are strong and good. These are the tabs that go onto the watch. It'll fit a watch that is 1 inch wide. The bracelet is 6.5. That's what it looks like on. Really good old blood red coral, branch coral. Okay, so I'm going to start this at 35, and I hope it goes to at least 50 because I know I paid more than that for it. I think I paid 65, but nice handmade raindrops, great stamping. Even the things that cover up the end of the watch are stamp decorated. And that's skip work, it's called. Good thick bezel. So this is a good early piece, probably from the 60s. You scored a killer deal. Congratulations. All right. Absolutely great deal. And you buy so much from me, I am happy. You got a good deal. All right. What else do we have? I'm going to do a couple of more dollar starts. This is a cool little piece from the 60s. This is going to be a dollar start. Look at this. Has a little dried flower in it in resin, and it's sterling silver. It's not marked, but you can tell. Let me look and see if it's marked on the bale. Sometimes they mark it up inside. Yep, made in Mexico. Right there, 925. All right, we're going to start this at $1. Super cute, 1960s. Go up here to the dollar starts, and we're running. As soon as we finish this one, we'll start another giveaway. Isn't that cute? And there's the side view. So it's got a nice bezel, and it's got a pretty good size bail. Here's the size. So yeah, that's a cutie patootie. I don't find these very often, but I always buy them when I do. I remember seeing them when I was a kid. Isn't this nice right here on my finger? My friend's horse bit me. He was being really greedy about a treat. His name's Casey. He's in the doghouse. All right. Congratulations, Sarah. Sarah, number 21. All right, let's get another givey going because I made 5 more. All right, here we go. If you just came in, join the giveaway. I give away sterling silver jewelry piece, no stickers, no funky things. And since I do that, you get an ounce of shipping on me. So if you buy something, then your thing gets to go free. This is good. All right, this one. Let me see if this stone's real. Okay, this is a topaz ring. It's got missing marcasites. It's a size 5 1/4. I'm going to start this at $1. The stone is so nice, but you can see it's got missing marcasites everywhere. So if you've got marcasites you can replace, then it's going to be a nice looking ring. But this definitely has major call outs. And we're going to start this at $1, size 5 1/4. Yeah, let me see if I've got what I've got sitting here. And I will definitely do that. You want the pendants only without the chain, right? So that's a good hunk of silver. And it's a great topaz. That color is so nice. It's almost aquamarine color, but I just tested it. It's definitely topaz. So, okay, gotcha. So there we go. Our little call out ring. It is a 5 1/4, I think I said. I am really bad about remembering what I just said. Yeah, 5 1/4. A tight 5 1/4. All right. I hope you fix it up and make it look good. Someday when I have my when we do the parts sale with Rachel, I've got a little bag of broken pieces that have marcasites on it. And I used to be able to pull the marcasites from it before my hands got so bad. So I'll be offering that to somebody because that's if you like to fix jewelry. So yeah, I'm excited to do that. We're not quite ready to do it, but it'll be a fun show to have parts and pieces. All right, so pendants and necklaces with pendants. All right, here's a necklace. This is cute. So let me see if it has all of its marcasites. Nothing missing there. I see one missing there. So this has got a call out again. It's like, yeah. All right. I want to know if this pearl's real too. Let me see. Yep, the pearl's real. All right. Lots of patina. It says sterling. All right. So this is a necklace. Coral earrings, I don't think tonight, but I do have coral earrings. When I do my website purge, I'll have a lot of stuff like that. And that will be on the day after Christmas and the 30th. I have to purge a bunch of stuff from my website. I'm working on getting it a lot smaller and I don't want to pay taxes on those things. So the call out is because whatever you don't sell, you have to pay taxes on. I'd rather sell it at cost or less and get it out of there and start over. There's a missing marcasite up in here on this one. This chain is, and you see there's a lot of tarnish on this. It's got some age. It's got a pretty chain. It is 17 inches long. All right. We're going to start this at $1. So that should be a pretty good deal. Oh, it's the same name that I am here. .net. Yeah, you do. You have to, that's why stores like close for inventory. You have to take inventory of everything you have and pay taxes on that. They tax you on everything. Now that was the good get of the night, $3. Score. Congratulations. Yeah, so I would rather, my CPA keeps telling me you need to do something besides your website and move this stuff out. Now I found whatnot. So that's going to help me with my taxes a lot. It's okay. Yeah, when you're self-employed, there's lots of taxes going on. All right, let's see what other necklaces I have or pendants. For affordable things. That's a brooch. Let's see. That's pretty. All right. Let's see. Here's a pendant. Let's test her. Okay. I probably can't get this in here. I'm really bad at doing little tiny stones. All right, let me see. All right, so this thing test is emerald. I'm sure it's synthetic. It's too perfect. Um, oh, I was trying to test something that's not a stone. All right, so there's a little stone up here in the bale. Let me see if I can do this without this thing yelling at me. It's a diamond. All right, so, all right, our next winner for the Givey is Jackie Bar. Congratulations. All right, so there's a little tiny um, diamond there, and this test is emerald, but it's probably a lab created. All right, here's the back, sterling silver, and we'll start that at $1. Super pretty. There it is next to a red emerald. Oh, my hand's cramping up. That's no good. Let me turn my hand the other way. I can't. All right, we'll just do this. All right, I got to switch hands. My hand's cramping up so bad. All right, there it is, back again. There we go. Little diamond at the top and a lab created emerald. Oh, oh, there we go. I am just having a hard time getting it to focus on that because it's focusing on me. There we go. Super pretty. I'll show you what it looks like as far as size. So it's got some good size going on there. Congratulations, Andy's Fishing. Number 24. Let's see what else I've got piled over here. All right, what is going on here? Okay, there we go. All right, here's another little pendant. It is marked 925. It's gold. It's like some gold over sterling, and this is definitely CZ imported. I know. I've seen Burner Brothers do that. And I really need to do that because my hands are so crippled that I need to do that. I think you're right. So here we go, starting at $1, just a cute little wreath. Thank you. Gold for May. There we go. It's got some sparkle. Cute little thing. I know, right? I'll have to get a sterling silver one though. He uses a plastic one. So I'll have to make mine bougie. Get some fancy one or a Native American one or something, all sterling. The bougie fork. No, you're right. I need to do it. My hands are so bad. I don't want to have surgery. Okay, let's see. What do we have next? That's true. You've got a good point with that. I don't want it to focus on the fork all the time. All right, this isn't going to be cheap, but it's really cool. This is Fred Harvey era Native American. This is such a cool piece. I just got this and I haven't put it on my website yet. Look at the arrow here. All right, so this is a pendant. You would hang a chain from it. It's got on both sides here. On both sides it has turquoise. Let me get me out of the way here. It's on the rowel. This is a killer piece. All right, very collectible. Let me see if it's got any marks. Very rare. I don't see any marks on it. It's even stamped right here. I should start this really high. I'm going to start it at 50. If it goes on my website, it's going to go. Come on, there we go. I'll put it up for probably 100 or 125. It's so rare, but we'll start it at 50 just because I love you guys. So this is the size of it. So you would put a chain on each side, little rowel, very, very cool, rare piece. It's a pendant, or you could hang it from a keychain. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. You guys don't need this. That's okay. We'll put this on the website because that's kind of what I bought it for. All right. Back to little pendants. I've got some crosses here that I can start at $1. This one is marked Mexico 925. Okay. I think you're right about that. I have bracelets. All right. Someone asked for pendants. I'm going to run this pendant and then we'll do some bracelets. Let's see. Auction. We're starting this at $1 and start. There's your Mexican mark right there. Here's the size. Super cute. Same on both sides. Nice patina. Could polish up to a high. Um, I might. I didn't go heavy on chains this time, but I do have a few. I'll look and see what I've got over here. All right. MS, congratulations. Okay. All right, let me look and see what I've got. I do have chains, but like this is a real, this one's not cheap. Let's see. This one is marked DYA Dynadema or Diadema, Italy. All right, so this is a good heavy one. Emily, would you do me a favor? Would you close that door next to me? It was so hot when I got started, and now I'm freezing. You almost done? We're probably going to go another half hour at least. This isn't a short one. This is a 24-inch. So I have to run this starting at 65. It's good and heavy. Either you like it or you don't like it. All right. There we go. And then I saw any small crosses or angel pendants to go on the 16-inch chain. I have another. Yeah, there's a couple more crosses here. I'll run those next. I have an angel pin and I'm not sure where it is, but this is a really nice, good. Look at that clasp and it's got a tag on there. All right. That was a good deal. Nice heavy chain. Yeah, I've got so many chains. One of these days I'll do a bunch more chains like I did about a week and a half ago. Okay, put this in here. Okay, so we got the little crosses, and then I'm looking for the little angel. I do buy angels and crosses whenever I find them. All right, so there's 3 crosses that I can see here. Here's the first one. You see where it's marked. I don't see a mark on it. It is sterling silver and it has a little CZ at the heart. We'll start that at $1. Okay, let me go back up here to the dollar starts and we're running. All right, there's our first little cross. Starting at $1. A little bit of CZ. That's the first one. There's how thick it is. It's a pretty good piece of silver. Oh, I have a couple more crosses, but nothing's the same. Oh, the chain. No, I don't have another chain like that, but I may have more chains. I'm sorry. Doesn't that suck when that you're trying to swipe and you can't get it to go? I'm always watching. And I don't even know what I bought today. I bought so much stuff. So if I have anything like that, I'll make sure it's in the next show for next week. All right, so there's 2 more little crosses, and then we want bracelets. Let me do a bracelet, and then I'll do a cross, and we'll go back and forth. All right, so this is, I believe these, I tested these, and they're real. Yeah. All right, so this is sapphire, very dark blue sapphire, and There's stones in here. I think I tested them for diamond and they failed, but I was having a really hard time with it. All right, so this is sterling silver with gold overlay. It's marked 925 and it is 7 inches long and it's got the double, listen to the click, all right? And then we've got double safeties, okay? And we're gonna start this at 25. All right, tennis bracelet with with real sapphires. Super pretty. That's a good statement piece. That'll look really nice in a stack. Oh, I didn't even see X's and O's. Thank you, Rachel. See Rach Face Forever. You guys got to follow her. She's the one that I'm going to do some shows with. We're going to do a Victorian show together. I'm going to do one part of it and she's going to do the next. And we're also going to, she's the one I'm going to do the parts shows with. So we're going to bring all of our crafting pieces. Thank you very much. All of our broken stuff or things that are missing a stone or things that are missing an earring. And we're going to do a big parts. And that's where I said I would have some pieces that have marcasites that you can pull to fix things. So yeah, she's super cool. So please follow her. All right, popping this in here. All right, bracelet. Then I have to go back across. Then I have to go back to bracelet. All right, so this one's really sweet. It says Sterling and Parker on the back. It's got a nice patina. There's your size. All right. Everybody, did you all follow Rachel? She's very knowledgeable. All right, we are going to start this at $1. $1 start. All right, there we go. Nice patina, Parker cross, whatever that means. There's the back. There's your hallmarks. I love this kind of patina. Yeah, I can't wait till we do our shows. It's going to be fun. I'm sorry my fingernails are so ratchet. They're getting done next week. I think I'm going to get blue with snowflakes. All right, MS, congratulations. I also rode my horse without wearing gloves and it ripped my hands up really bad. So they're just looking awful. Those leather reins are tough on your hands. But I forgot my gloves. I took them home and washed them and I forgot to bring them back to the ranch. So we had to go gloveless. And I'm paying the price now. All right, back to bracelets. Okay, so here's a torque bracelet. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Let's see. This is a man or a woman's. I think I'd want to reshape that. This is the shape it came, but I'd want to make it oval the other way, unless they want you to wear it like this. I don't know. Maybe. It is a big boy. It's a big daddy. It is a size 8. I'm gonna look for marks. I really want to test this real quick before I put it up. The color is a little off, and I want to just make sure that it's right. So we're going to test it. Okay. Got my little acid out. Let's see. Let's see what it says. It's sterling. I don't know if you guys can see that. You can't. If I turn it, I'm going to spill acid all over my hand. I'm not doing it. It is sterling. All right. Just wanted to confirm that since it's not marked. It weighs 23 grams. All right. So that's a man or a woman can wear this. I'm going to start this at 25. It's the only one I have. This is a torque bracelet. Nice twisted wire, artisan made. Isn't that nice? Yeah, I had some torque bracelets a while back and we sold out really fast. That was a good get, and Andy's fishing. Number 6. All right. And then I do have another short bracelet, and then we'll go back to a little tiny cross. All right. So this one is really cool with hands. They're almost like FIGA hands, but not quite. It's a little weird shape too. Definitely sterling silver or higher. I don't need to test this one at all. I can tell by looking. I'm just looking to see if there's a mark anywhere on it. It's got some cool stamping. I don't see a mark, but you can see it's like got some hand stamping on it, like a Native American piece would be, but I don't think it's Native American. But you can see the stamping. All right. So we're going to start this one a little bit higher. Oh, let's see how much it weighs. It's, oh, I just dropped it. We're not going to find out how much it weighs if it's laying on the floor. All right. This one weighs 27 grams. I'm going to start this at 35. All right, there we go. So I don't know if we can actually call that a FIGA because it's not really got the finger up. So they're just hands. Happy little hands. After we do this, I'll run. All right, Andy, I think you got the other one. That's good. They get to stay together. They came from the same estate. Number 9. All right, let's run another givey. I've got 3 left, so let's run it. And we are running a giveaway. It will be for a piece of turquoise. I mean, not turquoise, sterling silver vintage jewelry. No stickers. Please join the giveaway. Welcome if you're new. All right. Back to the little cross. Let's see if this one's marked. I don't see any angels in here. Doesn't mean I don't have them in stock. Okay, so this one says AT925 and it has a star, and I can't remember what company that is. It's an Italian company, but I can't remember who that is. So this little guy, we're going to start this at $1. Be sure to enter the giveaway. If you buy something, you will end up getting a good deal because I have to pay for the first ounce when it's a giveaway. So you can buy a piece and it rides for free. All right, there we go. Starting at $1. Italian. Let's see. Full sterling silver bracelets. Yes. It's got a little etching right in the center that catches the light. Isn't that cute? As you're coming in, please enter the giveaway. Good job, MS. It was a good deal. I don't have a lot of silver chains tonight. I do have silver chains in stock, but I did not get them ready for this show. All right, so I've got some big turquoise bracelets. I will show you, but I don't know if you guys are in the mood for that or not. So this would have like a starting price of 200. I'm going to run this. This is Sleeping Beauty turquoise, but it's got some nice inclusions. And we will start this. I'll start it at 195. All right, there we go. And we'll talk about the size. Isn't that nice? This is a 6.5. Yeah, really pretty. Nice strong bar here, shadow box design, stamp decoration. All right, go. See, guys, you're just into bougie tonight. You're saying. All right, so this is a chain. Oh, that's going to be really expensive. Let me see what this says. I just found a chain that I set here. I do not see a mark on it. Let me open it up. This has got like a double locking clasp and the whole bit. I just got this in and I bought this because it's very old fashioned. It's marked 925. So this is the old fashioned kind of chain. And I like these if I get a good old Native American piece that needs a chain. So it's got a double locking clasp, this little thing here, but this is a long one. So, and it's not going to be cheap because it's heavy, but we will run it. case you're looking for a chain like this. I didn't know this was even sitting here. This is a 24-inch chain. We're gonna lock this little clasp. Okay. This needs to be squeezed down. It's not snapping down. So I've got to fix that a little bit. Like I said, I didn't even know I had this. So this is the old style, old school chain. All right, we're going to start this at $50. And there we go. If anybody wants an old school 24-inch chain, and I'll squeeze this little thing down so that it snaps down tight. I leave them loose because I have such a hard time. Weight, you want to know the weight? Sure. If I can get this thing to turn off in the next 5 seconds, I mean, turn on, it's 26.7 grams. So it's got some good weight. I hope I was fast enough for you. All right. That's MS. All right. Oh, not the chain. I've got chain bracelets. I'm looking for chains in here. That's an anklet. Here's an anklet. So we'll do an anklet real quick. All right. That's probably 10 inches long. Yep, 10 inches long. All right, we're ready for the giveaway. Let's see who won. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. All right, Sharon B, congratulations. All right. We're going to start this at $10. Chain anklet, sterling silver, nice strong clasp, nice strong piece that's not going to just break. It's a Figaro chain, I believe. Good clasp, nice 10-inch anklet. We've got a raid. Thank you so much, everybody. Be sure to follow Old House Salvage. I'm going to make sure that I'm following. Yes, I am. Be sure to follow. Thank you so much. Congratulations. And we will run a givey since we've got new people in here. I'm going to write this down and we'll run a givey. We have a piece of sterling silver. All right, JUFUNEAL number 8. All right, let's get a giveaway going for our new friends. All right, this will be for a piece of vintage sterling silver jewelry. So please join the giveaway. All right, let's see what else I've got here. Oh, those are cute. Oh, here's a big cross. I think this is my last cross of the night. This is Tosco, and it has number TC 194. So that's a little bit later. That's probably late 80s, early 90s. That's the latest one I've had. This is the size. All right. It's a little heavier. We're going to start this at $15. Be sure to follow Old House Savage. Salvage. I can't even speak. Thank you so much for the raid. All right, little cross, actually kind of big cross. It will polish up. It's got lots of patina. See how thick that is? That's a pretty good piece of silver there. It definitely could use a polish. All right, MS, congratulations. Thank you. I see something that looks kind of fun over here. Okay. Number 18. All right. I see a pendant over here that I didn't even know I had. This is probably made in Mexico. Let me see what it says though. Nope, it doesn't have any marks. Okay. It needs a jump ring, but it's an electric guitar. Isn't that cute? Nice, pretty good hunk of silver here. I'm going to start this at, just because of the weight, $5. All right, so it needs a jump ring so it can hang, but isn't that cute? Even has, I don't know what this thing's called, but yeah, if you're a rock and roll person, this might be for you. Welcome, everybody. Please get into the giveaway so you can win a piece of sterling silver jewelry. There's the back again. It needs to be polished. All hand stamped decoration. Good job, Iris. Congratulations. All right. Okay, back over here. We'll start this little pin. This is a goddess pin, sterling silver from the 70s. Isn't that pretty? Here's your back, locking clasp, cute little goddess, nice patina. She almost looks like a little hippie. All right, we're going to start her at $10. There we go. Sterling silver goddess pin. And there's your mark, 925. Super cute. She's very serious looking, isn't she? All right, congratulations. That was a good get. Great. And there it goes. Does anybody like Cheney? I think this is a Cheney pen. I can't remember. Yeah. All right, so there's the mark right there. I can't remember the guy's name, but he was very famous. This is a very collectible thing. I am missing out on my. Yes, it's going very well. I thank you, Old House Salvage. I didn't see your mark. No black opals. Men's ring, black opal. Yeah, no black opals. Those are very expensive and very hard to find. Yoga, yeah, that's true. That's pretty funny. Okay, I caught up with the comments. I think this is glass. This is a little Cheney bee pin and very collectible. And we'll start this at $15. There we go. Definitely has the mark. Does anybody remember like it was like Roberto Cheney or something? I can't remember his name, but it was a very collectible thing. I don't know what's going on with that ring, but yeah. Oh, 12 seconds till we have a winner. All right, Lori, congratulations. Now let's see who won the givey. Dun, 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 dun. Kate, 627, congratulations. Number 19. So now you've got shipping covered. So if you end up buying something, your shipping will be on me. All right, I don't even know what this is. This is a pendant. This is weird. So look at the mark. 92.5. Okay. Nice little stones. This is probably Tibetan. Needs a jump ring. This would be kind of cute to hang your glasses in. Anyway, you're welcome. I'm glad you're here. We're going to start this at $10. And there we go. Nice patina. Don't know much about it, but I've never seen a mark like that before. Interesting. There's how thick it is. There's quite a bit of silver here. It looked like it might be a charm holder. Remember those? But no, it doesn't open. This is just how it is. Yeah, it's a really neat thing. I love finding things that are different. Of course, it had some turquoise on it, so gotta have that. But this looks like it's all hand applique. All right, MS, congratulations. Pop that in here and write down your name. My hands are getting really, really funky. 0401, number 10. All right. And we've got, this is Zuni. It says E something Zuni. And it is a pin and a pendant. It's a little butterfly with coral, jet, turquoise, and mother of pearl. All right, there's your markings on the back, locking clasp. And we're going to start this at 20 bucks. And we're running. Isn't that pretty? Super cute. Here's the back again. There's the side view. So there's your, I like that the bail sticks out beyond the pin. That's a good deal. You don't want it getting caught. But cute little butterfly. Very cute. This is all applied. Isn't that cute? There we go. The back side. All right. Congratulations. So for my next show, I'm going to try really hard to get the Native American stuff that I bought today all ready to go. If you were at my last show, we had all of these new old store stock earrings and stuff. I went back to that gal today and bought everything she had, and really great stuff. So she even had a really good set of coral beads. So yeah, I spent like 4 times what I spent with her the first time, and she's very happy. Her name is Isis, and she asked if she could be a picker. So we have a new picker. I'm very happy about that. She's wonderful. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get that stuff together for our next show, which is I think on the 11th. This is interesting. I remember buying this, but I don't know anything about it. I don't think it's Native American, but it's got hand stamping, and this is all done with a little like hole punch for leather. This is all hand done, kind of a mid-century look. So it's a pin and a pendant. I'm gonna go by weight. See what this weighs. It weighs 9.5 grams. So this thing will fold down and be out of the way if you want to wear it as a pin. So this might be somebody who just was trying out the Navajo style. Pocket watches I do not have. I'm going to start this at 15. I should start it at 35, but we're going. We're running. It's fun. We've been going for over 3 hours now, locking class, so we can just start discounting stuff. And there we go. I think I have one more givey to do. I'm gonna try to get it closer and closer. See how they just did a bunch of little holes, and yeah, congratulations. That was a good deal. Way less than I paid. And that is a good deal. It's going to a home. All right. Number 20. Okay, so I'm going to pull these earrings. I ran these really early in the show, and they're really nice. So I'm going to run these again just in case. These are marked 925 ND, big hoops. There's the size. Really nice hoops. I'll start them lower. And if I lose on them, oh well. I'm going to start these at 15, paid 35. No, they're not real heavy. They weigh that one, they're like 5.1 grams each. So they're not going to hurt your ears, but they're not going to, they don't feel cheap either. They're nice. There's your hallmarks right there. All right. Congratulations for your first purchase. Oh my goodness, I think we have a giveaway left. We always celebrate a new first purchase with a giveaway. All right, this is our last giveaway, and we're celebrating you because that was your first one. All right. This will be for a piece of sterling silver jewelry. Billy, Mimi, 76. All right. All right, let's do a couple more and then I'll call it a night and get ready. Here's a necklace. What is, oh yeah, we don't want to do that one. All right, I'm digging. Here's a little necklace. It's a little chain with little textured beads on it. Didn't know that was sitting there. And somebody was asking for a shorter chain. I think it's a 16 or 18. Let's see. It's an 18. Isn't that cute? Yeah. All right. So we're going to start this at, we'll start it at $10. All right. There we go. $10 for an 18-inch chain with little textured beads. And there's your clasp, nice strong clasp. Get my face out of there. All right, Alexa, you got it. Number 11. All right, let's see what else I've got here. We'll just run a few more things. All right, here's another dollar start. This is a little chain bracelet. We've got another kiwi going. This is 7 inches and it's marked Italy. Of course it is 925. Just a little bracelet. You could use it for a charm bracelet, or you could just stack it with a bunch of other ones. And we will start this at $1. And we're running. Nice little chain bracelet, 7 inches long. Oh, hi, Barb. Join in on the giveaway. It's our last one of the night. A piece of sterling silver jewelry, vintage, my choice. I'll pick it out for you when I'm shipping. I put good stuff in there though. I'm glad you're here. All right, MS, you got yourself a good deal on a little bracelet. All right, let's see. Number 30. I've got a couple more little bracelets over here. We might as well run them. Get them to a new home. All right, so this one's more of a flat. I don't know what kind of chain that is, but it's definitely sterling and shining nice and white. This is 7 inches. This is going to be for a smaller wrist. All right. Welcome, welcome everybody. Please join the giveaway. You have 1 minute and 43 seconds left, and it's our last one of the night. We're going to start this at $1 as well. 7 inches, probably for a 6.5 inch wrist, because you want it to give a little bit. But super pretty, nice bit of silver here. It's got some weight to it. Yeah, I've got a couple more over here, so we'll run bracelets, and that'll be our dollar bracelets. Will be our end of our night. And Barb is in the lead. And it's Barb. Congratulations. Did y'all get in the giveaway? It's the last one. I bought a whole bag of sterling silver jewelry, and it has a whole bunch of little things in there, and I'm using them all for the giveaways. Paid $400 for a bag of silver. Silver's so expensive, but $400 investment for giveaways is not bad. All right, Barb's all signed up here. Let's see what else we've got. All right, so trying to pick the good ones. All right, this one's kind of interesting. All right, bigs and smalls, and it looks like they're, let me make sure it's marked sterling. Yes, and it is 21 seconds to the giveaway. Get in quick. This is 7 inches long. Thank you. All right, so bigs and small, and you see that it's textured. All right, let's wait for this givey before I start this. I'll start at $1 too. All right, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Get in as fast as you can. And let's see who won. Dun, 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 dun. It is Susan and Tony get married. Hey, congratulations. You are one of my customers that have been here before. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. All right, let's start this for $1. Look at that nice, get my face out of there. There's nice texture on this one. This could be used as a charm bracelet if you wanted to. There we go. Isn't that pretty? I'm trying to get better at like focusing with this phone. You're welcome. You deserve it. All right, Sarah. Congratulations. All right, I've got to get some of these little tabs sitting out here for me. I'm taking too long writing these. All right. Number 32. All right. We've got a few more of those, and then we'll call it a night. Okay, here's a fatty. All right. Look at that. All right. See how thick that is? Let me run my hand down there, make sure there's not anything. Sometimes the one gets loose and it pokes you. Nope. It's got a double locking clasp. Click. All right. Now watch me try to get that apart. Let's measure how long it is. It does need to be polished. It is a bit tarnished, but that's okay. Little elbow grease. This is 7.5 inches. It weighs, it's got, I'm going to weigh this for you because I'm starting this at $1. This weighs 13 grams. All right. So that's got a good hunk of silver. We're going to start this at $1 and running. This is pretty. This is, more of a statement piece. I'm trying to get it really close so you can see the weave. Look at that. Isn't that nice? 7.5. You win. Thank you very much for modding all night. You're going to find an extra prize in your package. I appreciate you so much. I don't ever want to take a mod for granted, and you are so good. Thank you very much. I feel like I need to because I want you to know how appreciated you are. I mean, you've been here for hours helping me. So I'll pick up something for you. Mods are like so needed, especially when I'm like getting lost and I'm not reading and she's telling me you got to read your messages. All right, let's do some more of these. Let's get these chains all new homes. This is a cool one. This could man or a woman could wear. This one weighs 9.3 grams. Just a basic heavy chain. All right. It is 8 inches long. So I'd go for a 7.5 inch wrist or smaller. All right. Starting at $1. Nice heavy clasp made in Italy. All right. See how that's going to look? It doesn't really need any polishing either. Just a good, heavy, flat chain. Nice, classic, traditional look. Welcome, everybody. All right, there we go. Trying to get up there really close. And it belongs to MS. All right. You're going to get a fun box. Right. And let's see how many chains do we have left? There's 1, 2 that's stuck on an earring. How did that happen? Let's get this little guy out of here. All right. There's another little one, little modified Figaro. No, we're almost at the end of the night, so we're doing some chain bracelets, and then we're gonna raid somebody, and I'm gonna start packing orders. This is almost 8 inches, so I'd say it's for 7.5 inches or longer. I mean, or shorter, and we'll start that at $1. We're just doing dollar sterling silver bracelets. I do have bypass rings in stock, and I can put them in my next show on the 11th. So be sure to. Yeah, I do. I won't have them tonight, but I will bring them to my next show on the 11th if you come. In fact, I've got some that I bought that are sitting over there. I know one of them's. I think there's a peridot one and maybe an amethyst. There's one with pink. Yeah, I always buy those, so I'll make sure there's a bunch of them in the show. They if you want to see sneak peeks, be sure to follow me on Instagram because I will put sneak peeks on there. And people can see what's coming in the show, and I'll put links to the show and everything. So yeah, definitely. And you can also message me there. Yeah, same name. Yes. You can message me there. You can message me here with requests that you have. And because I've got a lot of inventory, I've got a website, so I can pull from there. I can pull from my inventory. I have things that have been sitting there that fell off the website. I'm totally into this venue. I love this. So what I'm doing tonight is stuff that I bought that has never been put on my website or anything. It's just I want to have the new stuff here first because I don't have to photograph it. I don't have to advertise it. I don't have to write a listing. I just pull it out and show it to you. So I start everything really low here. If I don't make money on it, oh well. If I do, yay. All right. So I've got like, oh, this has got a little charm. I've got four little bracelets left and then we'll call it a night. All right. So this one's really cute. Definitely sterling, nice and bright and white. And it is 8 inches long. All right. So here's your clasp. What that looks like. Nice and strong, good class, Mark 925. Weighs, this thing keeps turning off. It's trying to conserve batteries, but this is 11.3 grams. All right, starting at $1. And we're running. Yes, I have lots of Navajo and Mexican. This is not a Navajo and Mexican show tonight, but I do those shows and everything is, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So this is kind of a nice, these links are heavy duty. It says something about M something on there. It's got a mark. Yeah, be sure to follow me. Be sure to mark my shows. Follow me on Instagram so you can see sneak peeks of what I'm going to have. I'll put them in my stories. And sometimes I'll post it on my Andy's Fishing. Thank you. Sometimes I'll post it on my feed, but always in my stories. You'll see things. And sometimes I'll even post a little video. Hey, I'm out here and I just bought this. Check this out, etc. etc. So number 36. All right, a few more to go, and I think I just found another one. Oh, this is an anklet. Let's do an anklet real quick. Look how cute that is. So this is a 10-inch anklet. Then we'll do the rest of the bracelets. And then I'll go pack orders. This is it looks like it's a 10-incher. Usual anklets are. All right, 10-inch anklet, sterling silver, and starting at $1. Welcome, everybody. Please give me a follow and please follow Jewelry Chest, my mod. You can see her right there. Please give her a follow. She is such a wonderful mod and she's got great stuff. She's a collector that will sell from her collection. She's so knowledgeable and she knows so much. She's funny, she's sweet, excellent. So please give her a follow. All right, Sarah, congratulations. She tells really funny jokes. I don't do that. I'm too serious. 12111, number 37 has an anklet. Yay, Sarah. Okay, back to these little bracelets. 3 left. All right, this has got a little double chain. All right, it's a little funky now. They're wavy. I thought it was bent, but it's not. It's just wavy. All right, this is 3. It's about 7.5. So it's a little smaller than the 8 inchers. All right, start that at $1. And there we go. Double link. Nice big claw clasp. If you wanted to make this into a charm bracelet, nice strong clasp. So very cute. Necklace needs to be adjusted here. And there we go. It's a great clasp. Nice. They're very wavy. Yeah, it's like a 7 7/8 or something like that. All right, MS, congratulations. Okay. All right. This little guy has got a little charm on it. Let's see what that is. Is that like a little soccer ball or something? Must be. So it comes with a charm and it is 925 and it is just a plain little chain and it's 7 inches. Thank you for, oh, volleyball. Yes. Thank you. Soccer balls have like the big pen weird shapes on there. Yeah, volleyball. All right. But that'll come off if you don't want the volleyball. If you're a reseller, you can sell the charm. I don't know why it just says one on there, but looks like it's double link. Oh, I found another one. Okay, we've got two more to go. Mother of hens, that's cute. Welcome. All right. And oh, Angie's fishy came in. Thought it was Sarah's for sure. Go. And it is Andy's fishing for the win. Number 39. All right. It's going to be one more, but now it's two more because I found another one. All right. So this one has little jingle balls on it. Okay, so all right, I have it on the wrong side. So this is probably from India or something, but look at this. It's got little decorations, makes noise. It is, guess if you want to be a belly dancer, you've got your bracelet here. It's 6.5. I would not buy this if you've got more than a 6.25 inch wrist. All right, start this at $1. Oops, there we go. Little do 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 do. Can you even hear that? Little bells. Barb is getting herself some bells. All right, you are now Barb with the bells. Thank you very much. All right. Barb 901 Elite Vintage number 40. Okay, here comes the last little guy. Then I'm gonna go start packing orders. All right, this is another one of those little Figaro chains. This one looks a little longer. Maybe it's an anklet, but it doesn't look long enough to be an anklet. Let's see. Nope, it's like 8.5. So it's just a little bit bigger. All right, start that at $1. Last one of the night. And then we'll go raid somebody. Everybody, please give Jewelry Chest a follow. She is the best mod ever. I appreciate her so much. Bookmark her shows. She's really fun. All right. And da-dun, last 7 seconds. Oh, oh, oh. There we go. And it is MS for the win. All right, put your name on here and then we will go raid somebody. Please come to my show on the 11th. I'm going to try to have a lot of turquoise ready for that. All of it that I got from my new picker, Isis. So I got a lot of the old store stock from her. I got everything she had. Great stuff. So, all right, let's see who we can raid. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you guys. I love this. This whatnot is like, I'm so excited to do lives. I just love it. So, yeah, please follow me on Instagram if you want to see sneak peeks. Bookmark my shows. We'll be doing on the day after Christmas and on the 30th. I will be doing a purge from my website, pulling things, selling them at cost, selling them at less. I don't want to pay taxes on my inventory. So we're just going to be blowing stuff out. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's go find somebody to raid. Let's see, end show and create a raid. Let's see if we can find somebody who sells vintage jewelry. Okay, here's somebody who does vintage jewelry. I don't know this person, so don't blame me if you don't like them. And then if you do like them, definitely give me credit. All right, here we go. We're gonna raid and raid now.